Okay, and we are live, I think. I'll just check. Okay, so today we're basically just doing like a Halloween stream. I have some possession sets here I'm gonna build, and we can just talk about like Halloween related stuff like Day of the Departed, or just like new Ninjago news. For example, there was the news about the comic yesterday. We can talk about that. We can talk about theories maybe because this is Ninjago theory. Oh, audio sucks. Oh crap, that's not good. Can you hear what I'm saying? Oh shit. Okay. Sounds fine on my headphones, like I listen to it. Wait, you can hear it now? Okay, so I'm gonna start playing the music that I have here. Just because of copyright, I have to play my own piano music, which is not amazing. Okay, that's that. I'll just check that on the headphones. Just have to wait a second because there's a delay. Sounds grand, I think. Okay. Better start building. So we're building the Titan Mech Battle set from 2015. So, pretty cool. I have to do this with the instructions to put it here on the table, which is kind of weird. So up first is the J minifigure, and I have like all the pieces separated into color because I do that. It actually makes it a lot easier, but I'm one of the only people who does that. So did I include a hairpiece? I don't think I did. So just gotta get the pieces. Even though I separated it into color, it's still really hard to find pieces. This is the worst part about building like old sets. Okay, I'll just get the chain first. Oh, I didn't even include his actual weapon, that makes sense. Fair enough. Just get the head. Oh yeah, no problem, bricks on bricks. Yeah, so they took that away. I only found that out as well, like a few days ago, that you can now stream without 1K viewers, which is handy. Yeah, it is pretty pog. That's it there. I don't know if you can see that. We've got that much done, so move on to the next bit. I think it's only 3 people in chat. It's just me and Bricks on Bricks. Maybe somebody else. Hopefully we'll get some more viewers because I'm kind of just talking to myself and my friend here, but so I'm building Samurai X now from the season 5 version, which isn't really a huge improvement or anything. It kind of looks the same to me, but apparently it's different. So that's it. I think think I have everything. Oh yeah, she gets katanas and all. The set isn't like complete. Like for example, this Zane is like season 7 Zane. So but he works because he fits in the cockpit. So, and I gave like the Nia her hairpiece as well, which wasn't included in the set. And I lost a lot of pieces, so I have to replace them as well. Some of them are direct replacements, and some of them just have to improvise. Also, if you hear piano in the background, that's my little brother. He's like playing it. Not the one from the speaker, but you might not be able to hear it because apparently the audio is really bad. But you also might be. Actually, I'll leave her helmet off. Just put on her hair. So, what should I chat about while I'm building these? Just leave any suggestions in the chat. So far, it's just bricks on bricks, which I kind of predicted. Wonder if there's anyone else here. I'm just gonna check as well, just to see. Yeah, it's just bricks on bricks. Oh yeah, best go bricks. It's from season 5, yeah, which is like a ghost related season. It's my favorite season as well. Yeah, it's kind of Halloween related because ghosts and stuff. So yeah, and Gareth Bell, that's my dad. Yeah, I was using his account for a few seconds. Yeah, I know. Beskar Bricks is here. Oh, there's 4 people. Nice. Okay, so just built 2 of the minifigures. We're going pretty slow here, but still have 2 left from this bag. I don't think I'm gonna get this set done. If we're taking too long with this set, I have this epic battle set here as well, which I don't have the instructions for, so I'm gonna be it's gonna be like a memory challenge. Trying to build the set from memory. Well, not really from memory because I built it like 8 months ago, just trying to figure out where the pieces go. But yeah. So this guy. Actually, is that his first one? No, it isn't. And don't worry if you see my face in camera because I did a face reveal like a while ago, so I don't really care. I'm mostly keeping it out so you can see the Lego, but I don't really care about that. Yeah, just leave any topics you want to talk about in the chat as well. Is the music too loud as well? Oh, I think I'll turn it down a bit. I'm building really slowly. This is an all-time record for me. How slow I can go. Still not past the minifigures. Oh, I got the wrong thing as well. Any sets revealed recently? I think the Home Alone set is really, really cool. I love the look of that. I didn't like it at first, and then I saw a review, and I think it's really cool. I haven't watched the Home Alone films in a while, but the set is so awesome. Like, I definitely won't be able to get it. There was the Titanic as well. I'm not a huge fan of it because it's just way too big for me, and there's not like any interior or anything. But I think it's kind of cool. I definitely don't think it's as cool as other people do. So got this guy done. I think he's called Gultar or something. He doesn't really stand up, so just put him down there. Just knock down all the minifigures. And the last minifigure, I love this guy. He's like called a Screamer. You'll find out more about him in my video coming tomorrow, actually. In-depth thoughts of Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I really like them. I think the first one was really, really good. Oh, what was it about them that was so good? Well, anyways, they're way better than the Tom Holland films because they do such a better job of sticking to the comics. And they just do a lot of things I like. Like, I love the Oscorp, and I love his backstory. I love how Uncle Ben dies, and all of that is really great. So it's kind of, I don't like not seeing it in the Tom Holland films. And I think Amazing Spider-Man did it really well. I think the ending of the first one was amazing. and I don't think the second one was quite as good, but I think it was just as good. It was just that it wasn't really doing anything new. I can kind of see why people don't like it, but for me, it was just as good as the first one nearly. I did all the same things right, and yeah, that'd be my in-depth thoughts, I suppose. Favorite Spidey suit? Hi, Swift Lego as well. I'm good. Oh, I've been forgetting to build. It's hard to build and talk at the same time. My favorite Spidey suit? From the films, probably Tom Holland's suit from maybe the second one, like the one that looks most like the comic one. I like his suits that are really bright, like really bright red and blue. So kind of the one he had in Civil War, maybe. I don't like the ones that are kind of edgy and dark. I don't know. I prefer like the comic-y kind of ones. I've not even read the comics. I just like the look of them. Yeah, I better start building this. So yesterday we got news about this comic series that we're going to be getting from like an official comic company. It's for Ninjago. I think it's really cool. It's going to be Garmadon's backstory. It's going to be 5 different issues over 2022. I think that's going to be really exciting. Looking out for the next one. Do you guys have any opinions about that? You can just leave it in the chat. Black and red is more comic. Is it? Okay, I didn't even know that. Well, his blue and red one, anyways, that's my favorite one. But black and red is kind of cool as well. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on the Garmadon comics? Because I haven't heard many people talking about it, but I think it's really cool. Obviously, some people won't be able to get them because they wouldn't have like comic stores and stuff. But I think it's cool, anyways. I hope I'll be able to get it. Yeah, I'm excited for the comic as well. I really want to know what Garmadon's been doing. Also, it is canon, so if it wasn't canon, I probably wouldn't get it. But and because it's in a comic style, it's gonna be a lot easier to read. Rather than like the prequel books they're doing, I'm not very interested in because it's a book, but it's a really simplified book. So I don't know. Yeah, the Garmadon comic sounds great. And it's going to be cool the way, it's going to be kind of like Marvel and Star Wars the way they're going to have different runs of different comics with different issues. Like you might have a few going on at the same time, like you might have Garmadon comic issue 4 and then something else like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there was Ninjago comics a long time ago, but these ones are going to be a little bit different because these ones are canon, and those comics were definitely not canon. They were kind of weird, but they were cool. I have one of them, I think. I'm so slow at building. Oh my god. I'm not getting this done at all. I'm gonna move on to this one after maybe bag 1. It's because I'm very bad at multitasking, talking and trying to get pieces at the same time. It'd be a shock if I finish this build at all. But there it is. Once I get a bit more built, it'll be easier to find pieces. Oh, this is gonna be impossible. I need to stand up. Damn it. How's chat doing? Looking for like a printed 1x2. Found it. So there's a few 1x2 slopes, and some of them don't have printing on it, so it's kind of annoying when you think you've got it and then you turn it over, and it's just a blank one. By the way, can you guys hear the? Oh yeah, I was just about to ask. Can you hear the piano? Resco Brick says yes. Yeah. Played it myself because copyright. Might not be as good as the actual thing, but it works, I think. So. Oh, damn it, not again. Okay, so Bricks on Brick says he can barely hear me. Can someone else in the chat confirm if, like, is it just a Bricks on Bricks problem or is my audio really bad? Besker Brick says he can hear me fine, so honestly I'm thinking that might just be a you problem. Bricks on Bricks, there might be something to your computer. Because I have my iPad here, which occasionally I hear like my own audio and it sounds fine to me. What other news has there been lately about Ninjago? I remember there being something else other than the comics. I was going to talk about that, but I can't really remember. Yeah, your computer's not the best, to be fair. So far, it seems like it's just Swift, Lego, Beskar Bricks, and Bricks on Bricks in the chat. At least we have some people. Oh yeah, what was it called? The Benefit of Grief. It's weird that it's like episode 12 of The Meaning of Grief. So I expect that to be something like kind of him overcoming an arc, because obviously they're going to be doing the grieving stuff at the start, but I think there's going to be some kind of a like him getting over that at that point, because that is going to be near the end of the season. Oh yeah, Benefit of Grief. So it's probably going to be like his sadness will make him unlock a power. That'll be the Benefit of Grief. I'm calling it now. That's what I'm predicting. What do you guys think? What are your theories on what the Benefit of Grief could be? Okay, nobody's responded yet. It's fine. To be fair, Bricks on Bricks probably didn't even hear me with his bad audio. So. Just stand up again. This grey pile is really annoying. I can't find anything in it. Hi. Right now we're just talking about the Benefit of Grief, what that title could mean. And I'm building this season 5 set. I'm not getting very far at all. I've got the minifigures done. Well, not all of them, but some of them. And run this bag. I'm just gonna type in chat. Yeah, Beskar Bricks. You've only watched up to season 6, I think, so you probably wouldn't be able to make a very good theory, but basically Nia died at the end of season 15, so that's obviously what grief is going to be about for Jay and Kai mainly. Well, all of the team really. I just think he's going to unlock some kind of power because of his sadness. That would be like the Benefit of Grief. That would make sense to me. Okay, here's Bricks on Bricks' big theory. So he thinks Kai and Jay will have been grieving the whole season. Eventually they'll overcome that grief for Nia and realise that some aspect of the grief can help stop the villain. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what I think. But there is these Spinjitzu Power Packs gimmick sets coming out, so I think this could be how he unlocks that, which is something they keep on doing over and over again, but it's a very Ninjago thing to do, the Benefit of Grief. I'm feeling like that's going to be it. Although a little bit early to unlock a power, only episode 12. I'm assuming there's 16 episodes, maybe not though. It's still such an odd episode name to reveal, like episode 12 of all the episodes. Seems a bit random. I'd expect them to do like the first episode or something like that, but maybe it's the last episode. Benefit of Grief could be. Andrew Francis, I think he's actually perfect. I've listened to him talking. I think his voice is pretty much perfect. It's not exactly the same, but you wouldn't want it to be exactly the same. And I watched a video of Brent Miller interviewing Andrew Francis, and yeah, Beskar Bricks gets spoiled. Rip. Sorry, Jay, I'll get to your theory there in a bit. I'm just talking about Andrew Francis. What was I going to say? Yeah, I think he's going to be very respectful about how he goes about it. I think it's going to be done very well, and I'm very excited to hear him speak in the shorts we're getting in 2022. Okay, let's see what you have to say. The benefit of grief. I know that this is super unlikely, but how cool would it be if the ninja resurrect and use the power of Griefbringer to fight the Vengeful Empire? That'd be really awesome. I don't know how likely it would be. It's not impossible. Like, there's nothing to say it can't happen. It's just probably won't, because you just kind of made it up on the spot. But that would be really cool. I thought they would kill off Wu. Yeah, I remember there being like a leaked season 8 episode and it said Wu died, and I thought I got spoiled, but no, Wu is still alive. They will definitely return to Shintaro. They have to. They will. They have to. I'd say that's pretty much confirmed. Oh yeah, Wu's confirmed. Wu's confirmed the battle. There's not that much information about it. Like, obviously he's going to be fighting. It sounds like it's pretty short. I think it's just going to have really good animation. I don't think the scene itself is going to have a lot of emotional weight. I just think it's going to be a beautiful fight scene. But can't really comment on that until I see it, because seeing action in writing isn't the same as just seeing it. I've still not finished this build, by the way. This grey pile is really annoying. I cannot find anything from it. It's a 1x2 brick as well. It's like one of the most common bricks. Oh, there it is. Hey, Comic Gamer, thanks. How old is Wu now? Yeah, he's over 1,000, I think. It's pretty much confirmed that all of the characters that we will be fighting will be named. Yeah, probably villains, maybe even the ninja themselves, because they did that in season 11, but whoever they are, they're important. Maybe they're just the villains. Obviously, he doesn't want to spoil who the season villains are either. But yeah, they're probably named characters. It'll be a cool scene anyways. This is the Airjitsu blade that I'm building right now. I actually lost this piece, so I had to buy this off Bricklink. I'm pretty sure in the Ninjago movie they said like Wu was only 20 something, no, not 20 something, but like 80 something maybe, which was kind of weird. Or maybe, oh no, I think he's over, oh, I'm just confused. I'm not sure. There's something like that to the Ninjago movie. We'll just say he's over 1,000. Stick with that. He has nearly died a couple of times, but I don't think he's going anywhere. He's one of the main selling points in Ninjago, and I don't think they kill him. The closest they got to that was the season 7 ending. I'm so close to being done this, but oh, I skipped a step, so I skipped a few steps. Getting too ahead of myself. But I'm nearly done now. Just going back to Andrew Francis, because I had a few things to say that. What was it? Oh yeah, so yeah, I think he's going to do a really good job, but in the interview basically, he's actually really good friends with Kirby Morrow, so they do know each other a lot. I think it's the most respectful way. He knows the Ninjago cast, he knows them all very well, and his voice is the most similar to him without it being an exact copy, because that would be, I don't know, a little bit weird. But I think he's going to do a really great job. Speaking of Wu, almost finished reading the first Ninjutsu Brothers books, and Wu's pretty good, though I think they butchered Garmadon. I haven't checked out those books, because not my kind of thing. They seem, if I'm going to read a book, it's got to be a proper book, or it's got to be a comic, not in between. That seems a bit weird. I don't know if this is just nostalgia, but I'd love to see Skeleton Army return. They haven't returned in full, They returned once in season 1, maybe a few other times, and individual characters have returned, but the entire skeleton army hasn't really. Well, season 13 it had a skeleton army underground, but yeah, that would be kind of cool. I don't know, but I think someone said that Ninjago is changing formats after 2022. I know they were getting books in other times, but yeah, they probably will because they always do that every 3 years. I think it'll be mostly the show that's going to be changing. Either, I'm pretty sure it's going to get darker or it's going to get way more comedic. I think it's going to go either of those ways. Yeah, Cruncher and Knuckle. We've seen them a few times, but not as... I think I'm done with our build. Yes. Right, there it is. Probably can't see that well, but it's just a little Samurai X cave hideout with the Air-Jutsu blade. I'm going so slow. But yeah, we are getting comics, obviously, for 2022, which is something new already. And I'd say after Season 16, they're going to be shifting just maybe the style of the sets and the show. Well, we already know that the sets are going to be a bit different now. They're based off a video game, which is weird. I don't really like that at the moment. And the sets sound really boring and basic, and it's just such an odd thing to base it off. But I won't judge before I see pictures. But who's MBO? Bisker Bricks. I'm not familiar with him. Oh yeah, my brick opinions. Yeah. But yeah, I do think that Ninjago is either going to go a really good route or a really bad route. It's either going to turn into a Teen Titans show, or it's going to become more back to its roots, maybe season 8, 9, 10 sort of stuff. I'd love to see them copy the same format as they did for like season 4, 5, and 6. Those are some of my favorite seasons, but they probably won't because that's outdated. They're always trying to move on with whatever's going to be most popular now, and I can definitely see them turning it into a really kiddie show, which would be unfortunate. That reminds me of the Tornado creation they did in the show. Sadly, I don't remember that returning. They did it once in season 10, the Tornado creation. It was kind of as a legacy to it. They've mentioned it a couple of times, but yeah, they haven't really done it since season 1. If the winter stuff will be as boring as it sounds, I'll definitely get the Lady Bone Demon mech. It's just so cool. It is pretty cool. I think Monkey Kid sets are amazing. I think they're nearly as good as Ninjago sets, or maybe even just as good, some of them. And I know I probably won't be getting any of the I call it Spring Wave because I think of January as spring, but yeah, it's called the Winter Wave apparently. I won't be getting any of that probably. I'm going to be focusing on Star Wars because there's a lot of cool Star Wars sets coming out. 3 to 7 is best Ninjago era by far. Yeah, I can get with that. I like 8 to 10 as well. And I've definitely come around on Wild Brain seasons, to be honest. I rewatched them recently, a lot better than I remember, especially season 11. I hated that just because everyone else said it was bad, but having rewatched it myself, I actually think it's a pretty amazing season. Maybe not as good as some previous seasons, but I think it actually holds up pretty well. So I've been a little bit too harsh on Wild Brain. Season 14 though, I think season 14 is terrible. 12 and 15 are great, yeah, they are pretty great. 2017, yeah, definitely the best year for Ninjago sets. I agree. That year was like so good. I got all of the season 7 sets. It's the only season I have all the sets for, and I got a ton of Ninjago movie sets as well. Oh, here we are again with the dark grey pile. Yeah. Oh my god. There. Oh no. I thought this was a 1x1 cheese slope, but it's just actually not. I hate when that happens. This pile is really annoying. I might just spread it out a bit more. Oh, there it is. Okay. What software do I use for live streaming? I'm actually just using my iPad. That's why the video quality is so poor. And probably the audio quality as well. But, yeah, no. not really any software. I have my iPad filming, my Apple iPad, my Hawaii phone playing music on speaker, and then I'm using Samsung tablet for the chat. So I'm using every type of famous like phones and stuff. Hands in Time had a good wave, and then we got the biggest set of the theme and these complex ninja vehicles and more pieces. Yeah, I love the Hands of Wave. Hands of Wave. Hands of Time wave. I love that wave. Yeah, the Ninjago movie sets are cool. I don't really like them now. I sold them because they don't tie in with canon, but Ninjago City was awesome as well. Best Ninjago year for dragon sets. Ooh, let me think. Pilots would have been great at the time, but obviously those are pretty outdated designs. Season 1, Ultra Dragon was pretty nice. Season 2 was Golden Dragon. Season 3, Ninja and Mech Dragon, pretty nice. Season 4, we had the Zane's Dragon. Season 5 had a lot of dragons, but they were all very ugly. But we had Wu's Dragon and Moro's Dragon, which is pretty cool. So it wasn't a bad year. I'm not building at all, I'm just fidgeting with this. Season 6, we had a couple of, like, tree dragons, I think? Or, yeah, Cole's, Jay's, and Lloyd's. They were pretty cool. Season 7, I love the Fusion Dragons, my favourite dragon ever. But there was no other dragons. 2020, yeah. We had 4 dragons that year. That was pretty cool. I'm just trying to go through them all and think. Season 8, no dragons. Season 9 was pretty cool for dragons. Firstborn. And then the Stormringer and the Slab, I think. Season 10 was just Legacy. That was pretty cool though. And then 2020 obviously was pretty cool for dragons. And then 2021, Jungle Dragon, Water Dragon. I don't know, it's actually kind of hard. I want to say 2017 just because I love the... Yeah, 2021 dragons are really good. I was thinking that. I love the Fusion Dragon, and I think it's the best dragon ever. But there was no other dragons that year. 2022, or not 2022, 2021 and 2020, definitely both viable options for that. Because we had a lot of good dragons in 2020, and 2021 we had the Jungle Dragon, the Water Dragon, which were pretty awesome. 2020, yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna say 2017 just because of the Fusion Dragon, and that's it, but I can definitely see you saying some different answers. I can definitely see people saying the pilots, because you got 4 dragons, OG dragons, and nostalgia, so... But I was not around for the pilots. I came in during season 1, so no nostalgia for me really there. So I didn't go back and watch the pilots until like season 7. Best year for flying vehicles. Flying vehicles. That's kind of hard. Season 3 had a lot of flying vehicles. Season 4 actually, with all the like Condor copters and stuff. That was pretty cool. Season 5, season 6. Season 6 had a lot of flying vehicles. Could be that. Season 8, season 9, season 10, season 11, season 12. Yeah, I think I would say season 6. Because obviously Sky Pirates, so we had a lot of flying vehicles there, and they were pretty cool. 2019, yeah, 2019 wasn't too bad. Yeah. I'm gonna go with... What if Ninjago did something from Greek mythology? Oh, that's interesting. I love Greek mythology, but would it work well with Ninjago? I'm not too sure. I think that could be cool, but that would be a little bit weird bringing in mythology. If they got inspired from it rather than actually pretending there was gods and stuff. But if like it did a similar style, that could definitely be cool, and I would say 100%. But I don't know how well the lore would work if we're actually saying it's Greek mythology and there's Greek gods. I don't know about that. Especially with the 16 mouths and stuff, how would that really fit in? I don't know. So, I'm not entirely sure about that, but just the aesthetic of Greek mythology, 100%. It's really cool and would work incredibly for Ninjago. So, I'm gonna just shut up for a little bit and just build some Lego just because I've barely gotten anything done. So, oh, the music stopped. Oh yeah, it's gone back to the start. Top 10 Lego YouTubers I know of. Ooh, that's going to take a lot of thinking. I'll answer that once I finish this build. So, actually, you know what? I'll try to multitask. I need to be better at this. Okay, so, let's start with Lego. Just name. I'm not going to do top 10. That's a bit too hard because I'll have to rank them all in my head. I'm just going to shout out a bunch of good YouTubers. I love Bricks by Mind. He was the very first like YouTuber I ever watched. Generic Stud is really funny as well. His videos are just really enjoyable to watch. Ryan George is a YouTuber who makes really funny skits. I think PewDiePie is really good. His videos, I love them. Who else? I watch a lot of YouTubers. I have 110 subscriptions according to my YouTube, so it is pretty hard to decide. Do you know what, for a second there I'm just gonna look through my subscriptions. So just to give you a proper answer, my memory is just terrible. So let's have a look. Oh, Moist Critical is really funny. His video is really entertaining. I used to like M&R Productions, but not really anymore. Star Wars Theory is great. Beluga has really good videos. Samuel Music has really good videos. Four Corners, it's pretty cool. Tom Scott. I don't know how to pronounce this one, but it's Kurzgesagt. You know that one, the really famous one with all the like videos about life. There's Ryan George. Who else? Jangbricks is also pretty cool. Oh, and that's everybody. And yeah, I think that's probably it. Jang, yeah. Bricklord, oh yeah, JB2, they're pretty good. Small Ninjago, yeah, definitely. For small Ninjago YouTubers, I'd have to say Four Corners, Lord of the J, and me, of course, yeah. JB2 is really good. I don't watch his videos enough, unfortunately. I definitely should, but I know he's really good. His voice is, his British accent is pretty good. Yeah, that would be a rough list. Probably missed a few, but yeah, I'd say something like that. I know a lot of people really don't like Generic Stud, but I don't know why. For some reason, his cringe humor actually entertains me. So yeah, that's something. I'm trying to get up there myself. Yeah, your YouTube videos are really good. How many subscribers do you have now? Is it 60 something maybe? Your videos are very good. I think there's just sometimes there's problems with audio and it takes a long time to, even if you're making the best, like Moist Critical once said, you can make an absolute masterpiece of a video and it can get 0 views because it's all about luck on YouTube and consistency. You need to keep making really good videos. So just make them the best quality you can, but don't expect that to mean that you're going to get loads of views. Because even if it's amazing quality, that doesn't exactly mean that you're going to get loads of views, unfortunately. Even if you put way more effort and time, then like some videos are just stupid, like a black screen for 10 seconds, a million views, getting so much ad revenue. Oh, what was that? Okay. Oh, I put it on the wrong way. But that's just how it goes. It's just a lot of luck, and YouTube algorithm can be really weird and really annoying. I think I'm nearly done the second cycle, which means I might be nearly done the first bag. Somehow. Oh, the string. Oh yeah, I never attach this string. It takes too long. 60, yeah. That's good. I remember I was stuck. It took me months to get from 1 to 100, like months. And after that point, it gets a little bit easier. I'd say I get like probably on average like 3 subscribers a week, which is pretty good. It used to be probably 0 a week, so I've done this build, which is pretty cool, which means I'm done bag 1 finally. Oh, that took a while. So now I'm on to bag 2. What time is it? It's only 20 to 3, that's fine. I'm going to try to get Zane's mech done, and once I finish that, I'm going to move on to the epic battle set, which I have to build from memory, so that's going to be kind of fun. But I'll just keep going. I know me and LJ could talk about this too, but experience it, I know. He's LJ, LJ, yeah. Are you asking like my experience with NL? I assume so. NL is really, really cool. It's unfortunate now that it's ended. I definitely didn't want that to happen, but it was cool while it lasted. I wasn't on there for too long. I only gotten a few videos, but we're still talking, and it's such an amazing opportunity to get to talk to other Ninjago YouTubers, make videos with them. It's really fun. It's really awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy I eventually got the opportunity, because from the moment I started YouTube, my main goal was to get into NL. That's kind of what I was working towards, and I got there, which is really cool. So I'm really happy with that. But then it ended a few months after I joined, which wasn't perfect, but I also made a lot of friends there. And thanks to one of my very great friends, I actually pretty much the reason I got in the first place. So numbers are dying down a bit. I only got 3 people in chat. It's back to just me and Bricks on Bricks. That's okay. And you're going at half 3 as well, so after that I'll just be talking to myself. Damn it. Oh well. I'll just keep building this away. After a little bit I'm gonna make a few suggestions in the chat, like theories and certain topics to talk about, just that I had planned already, so just watch out for that. I might turn on the light, that might make it a bit better. Let's see if that's better. It might be way worse. Remember Ninjago Legends, we probably would have, I'd say that actually drove us way farther away from NL, to be fair. They thought we were copying them. Yeah, that doesn't look that good. So it's a good thing that dissolved, because that was kind of the main problem. I'd say that's what caused me to take so long to get into NL, because there was definitely a lot of controversy with that. But yeah, thankfully we all got over that, and I'm really glad I got the chance to get into NL. I'd have never known Luke. Yeah, me neither. I definitely didn't have a good first impression of Luke myself. I'm glad that we resolved that, because he's actually pretty awesome. But I did not like him at first. And I didn't get over that until I actually got into NL and started to talk to him. So I'm very happy that I did get that opportunity. As much as I had a bad experience with him then. Yeah, same. Building experience is getting a little bit quicker, thankfully, because the chat has calmed down a little bit, since it's just me and Bricks on Bricks. Oh, damn. Someone just left. It's literally just me and Bricks on Bricks now. Hopefully we'll get a few more people in. It's crazy that 4 of us members want. Yeah. What are the odds? But actually at the same time, I don't mean to say this offensively, but Ninjago fans and Lego fans, typically a little bit more autistic, without being offensive. It is one of the qualities of autism, is to have like a certain interest in different topics like this. So I hope that makes sense, but it isn't amazingly. Yeah, that is true. It's kind of hard to explain without being offensive, but yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. If you know, you know. I won't go into that too much more. Oh, we got another person in chat. Thank God. Kind of dying here. I never knew that. Yeah. So Beskar Bricks is back. It's pretty cool. I'm actually getting stuff built now as well. In a few seconds, yeah, me, Alex, Luke, Rita, yeah. And maybe some others that haven't been diagnosed, to be fair. Yeah, it is possible. But I have this weird thing where nearly everyone I meet, I think they have autism for some reason. I don't know why. There's always something that's like, oh, that's something that an autistic person would have. And I make those analysis of like nearly everyone, which obviously can't be true. So I think it's because technically it's a spectrum, so everyone is on it in some way or another. And I guess I'm just more keen to noticing the little things that make you where you are on the spectrum. So that would be that. It's season 5. It's a moment up the Wailing Alps, I think. It's kind of basically like a Mount Everest in Ninjago. They were going to get up to the what's it called again? One of the 16 realms. It's a big sky place where it's up in the clouds. It's its own realm. They kind of write the future of Ninjago and stuff. Basically, they're trying to get up there to get the Sword of Destiny or something. I might be screwing up the name there, but they had to take mechs to go up the mountain because avalanches. This was Zane's mech that he went up in. He's used it a few other times in the show. And then the ghosts possessed Samurai X's mech and took it up the mountain. So Samurai X's mech and Zane's type mech, they fought basically at some point in the mountain. And yeah, it was kind of cool. Probably my least favorite season 5 episode. Definitely compared to the others, it was very weak. But it was grand. But that's kind of what the set is depicting. It also has some Samurai X stuff in it, because it has the Samurai X cave and a cannon, and Samurai X herself, so it's kind of half and half, where the mechs came from. Yeah, they do still use mechs. They're always using mechs, all the time. One of the worst things about Ninjago is the fact that they just keep adding new vehicles to the mix and not using old ones. They definitely use old ones a lot more than they had been doing, and they like to bring them back, but there's just hundreds and hundreds of ninja vehicles, and it's just getting tiring at this point. But obviously that's just to sell the sets, so they have to do that. It's never going to change about Ninjago, because the vehicle sets sell the best, and they need to incorporate them into the show. They do their best to try to incorporate them well, but at this point it's just a given with Ninjago. You just kind of have to get over that bit. So yeah, they're definitely still using mechs. We recently just got Lloyd's Hydra mech, which I bought 2 of for some reason, because there was 2 in the show. So, yeah. 4 people in the chat, nice. Nice to see it's not dying, but it will soon die when Bricks and Bricks goes away. Just a few more seconds there, and I'll pop in some questions in the chat for you guys to answer, and then for me to talk about your answers and that kind of thing. Hi Captain Grinch. Right now I'm just building this Ninjago set. I'm building it very slowly. I just finished bag 1, and we're talking about different things we're going to talk about in a while. You can leave any questions down the chat, just for, it's kind of a Q&A at the same time, and then I'm going to put in some just discussion topics into the chat in a little bit. But yeah, just building this very, very slowly. As slow as you can build Lego. You can't build it any slower. Well, actually, that's not true. My sister once built a Ninjago set for us, and oh my god, it was like I think a 40-euro set. Took her days. So slow, slower than this. I don't know how you can literally be that slow, like putting pieces together. It was crazy. But I'm nearly as slow as you can be building Lego, just because I'm trying to talk at the same time. I haven't actually had to use the black pile for a while, but now that I do, it's hard to find pieces. The bigger piles are obviously much harder to find pieces in. Chat's a little bit dead, so I'll definitely wake it up there in a few seconds with my discussion topics that I definitely have prepared and I'm going to be making up on the spot, for sure. Great pile, once again, out there. Sometimes if you stand up, you just get a bird's eye view. Favorite Ninjago building? Favorite building? Okay, that's a bit of a weird one. I definitely won't be able to give you an accurate answer because I'm definitely going to miss some big ones, but I love the monastery, obviously. It's pretty cool. Love the Temple of Erjitsu. If we're sticking to Ninjago City, obviously Borg Tower is cool. I can only think of the famous ones, and there's probably some really cool ones I can't think of. Because it's not really something you often think about in Ninjago buildings, but because I love architecture, there's definitely some awesome buildings out there. I just honestly can't think of any. This may be a sin to bring up in a chat full of Ninjago fans. So do you think Chima should ever return? I enjoy Chima as well, but nobody else does, so I don't think it would have been a good idea. They'd have to change it up a lot. I think Chima is such a cool idea. I do think Chima is cool. I'm not like a huge fan. But I'm not like those Ninjago fans that just actively hate it. So you're fine there. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I don't think it would work, but I wouldn't mind it. Me, myself, I just don't think it would be very popular. I don't think the reception would be great. Mojo Dojo, yep. Museum is cool. Borg Tower, yeah, they're all cool. Yeah, it's just too hard for me to think, honestly, on the spot. Do you know, I'll go look up Ninjago buildings on Google, and we'll see if there's any cool ones. Won't be as good. Like, there might be some random ones that they went in for one episode that were like really cool. Lighthouse, I like the lighthouse. Temple of Light is cool. There's some other buildings like that that are just cool. Like Shintaro, those buildings are really awesome. Was there anything in season 15? There weren't really. Do you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say Temple of Erjitsu is my favorite building because I love the episode where they go into it, and I love the fact that you turn into a ghost. So I'm going with Temple of Erjitsu. It's my final answer. Yeah. Back to building this. Let's see how much more until. Okay. Good choice. Yeah. I really like the set. I really want to get it at one point. Season 5, favorite season. One of my favorite episodes of all time in the show. One of my favorite scenes of all time when Cole turns into the ghost. And I think the Temple of Erjitsu is really cool. I recently made a theory video about it because there was kind of an inconsistency in the way that it went up into the air in season 6. Because Ninjago, or not Ninjago, Jinjago and Nautican lifting up the pieces of land. But for some reason when Jada's wished to return time, it never went back down. That's always confused me. Because somehow in season 7 and Day of the Departed, it's still up in the air. It really should be down the ground like everything else. But I did make a theory video about that. So I just want to ask, what are your guys' thoughts on it? How do you think this might be? Like, why is it up in the air? I'll just put that in the chat actually. Okay, so Bricks and Bricks, you said Legacy Skybound 2022 in summer 22 because winter, yeah, it's not having Legacy. Are you saying, do I think it's possible, or what I would like to see? Just clear that up first before I answer the question, because I'm not quite sure what you're asking me in specific. Both. Do I think it could happen? Maybe. It sounds like Legacy is gone. I made a video, and honestly, I do think Legacy is gone because every 3 years LEGO likes to renew their themes, and it has been 3 years since Legacy was introduced. The fact that we're getting this thing called Evo, which is pretty much, you can't have Evo and Legacy going on at the same time because they're way too similar of a concept. So, in my opinion, I think Legacy is over. It didn't seem practical to have them keep on going with the seasons because that doesn't make too much sense. So, honestly, I think they're done with Legacy. But if it did happen, what sets would I love to see? A DTC Ninjago would be awesome, but that's never going to happen. Not how Legacy works. If they were going to do Legacy sets, it would probably be the Elemental Dragons for the Ninja, and possibly Misfortune's Keep, but that would be stretching it a bit. But that would be really cool. And what would I like to see? I would love to see what you put in there. Sky Shark, Misfortune's Keep, DTC Ninjago, and the Raid Zeppelin. I love that set as well. Beskar Brick says Magic. Not quite sure what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. Why is the Temple of Urgency still floating after season 6? Magic. Yeah, magic. that usually explains things. It's probably just because the building is sort of magic and it's kind of special, so it kind of doesn't apply to the rules of time. Just stayed up there because even though Jay made his wish, it didn't go back down. Possible. Could be something like that. I also had a theory, which was that Nauticon, I keep calling him Ninjago for some reason, had to manually undo all of the events of Skybound, and he forgot a few things. For example, he forgot to put the Temple of Urgency back down, he forgot to wipe Wu's mind, and another thing actually is the last time we saw the Falcon was season 6, and obviously it's gone now, but the last time we saw it was season 6 where it was actually killed. Not killed, but I think it was killed actually by Nauticon, but of course Jay's wish meant everything was undone, but we haven't seen the Falcon since season 6, and that makes me think that the Falcon is actually still dead and Nauticon forgot to undo that bit. Okay, my theory is it was not Nauticon who lifted up the temple. Possible, but it was rising up when everything else in Ninjago was, so I don't know, maybe it just felt like it itself. There's someone using it as this guy as well, maybe. Orange Productions just arrived. Hi. Right now I'm just building this Ninjago set and we're just talking about anything really. And then after I build this set, I'm going to be doing this from memory. We're just talking about different things, yeah, basically that's what's going on. So you can leave Q&A questions in the chat and that kind of stuff. But yeah. Oh, I'm done this much, so I think now I'm gonna leave a few things to discuss in the chat that you guys can just answer. So just give me a second there to think of them because I didn't prepare them. Okay. I have one. Okay, there you go. So it's thoughts on Day of the Departed, because it is Halloween, of course, tomorrow. So that was the Halloween special, pretty much. And we're gonna start off with the cons of the show. What was bad about it? About Day of the Departed. You can just leave that in the chat. I'll go first as well. And then we're going to discuss some other things after that. The pros, obviously, a score out of 10. We can do stuff like favourite suits from Day of the Departed, favorite sets, different things like that. And just while I'm waiting for you guys to respond in the chat, I'm just going to keep building this and tell you myself. I think the bad things about Day of the Departed were it was a tiny bit rushed, and at the same time it didn't have enough content, which, you know, they're kind of opposite things. But I think it was rushed in 44 minutes. Oh, you got a video. You don't want to spoil your thoughts. Fair enough. Q&A question 1. How old are you? I am 15, about to turn 16 soon. Well, in a few months. Cons. Okay, there's Laura the J going. So for me, I think 44 minutes was too short for what they had planned, but I think what they had planned wasn't enough for the story. I think they needed a bit more. Oh, Lord of the J, no. What? Why did you... Oh, sorry, I'm reading a different message. Oh yeah, no, you can tell your cons now, that's fine. I'm just gonna be saying my own here. That's grand. Orange Production's gotta go. That's fine. See you later. I'm gonna be streaming probably until about 5, 6, so that's grand. Anyways, Lord of the J, you can go ahead and say your cons. That's what I was asking. You don't have to delete the message or anything. Or maybe you were just putting it all in the message, I'm not sure. Okay. Bricks and Bricks, yeah, you don't want to spoil the video for tomorrow, that's fine. Anybody else who has opinions on it, though, you can go ahead and leave that in the chat. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't think there's quite enough stuff going on to make it an interesting story. I just don't think they had enough elements. And then obviously 44 minutes was too short for the amount of elements they had anyways. What they had planned would have been better suited to maybe an hour and a half. And I think they should have just done a couple of episodes to properly get out the story. Maybe just a full-on film, to be honest. And just added more stuff. But I don't think there was much ideas going on there. I think there was just a lack of ideas. Other than that, I think it was a pretty good special. All the villains coming back was... That made it feel crammed because they were trying to do a lot there and trying to get a lot of nostalgia. But I really liked Cole's whole thing, his arc. But the thing I did not like was him turning back into a human because it was just too soon. And it felt like quite rushed, and they were just trying to get him back into a human before the film or something. Or before season 7. I didn't really like that too much. I didn't like that. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good. It has some really good moments. And I don't think it has too many cons, to be fair. It's one of the weaker Ninjago things, but that would be my cons. I think I accidentally said a few pros. No, I didn't. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So I think we're just waiting for Laura the J to get his cons there. Cons. I don't say that word much out loud. It's kind of weird. I guess negatives is probably a better word. Missing a katana, I think. I'll have to steal that from Nia. I loved what they did with the villains. I just really wish the Python resolved because it's pretty bad. Yeah, that was his last appearance. I'll just wait until he's ended all your points actually before I start talking because it seems like you've got a few more. Just let me know as well if that's it because you just sent a second message. Yeah, you can talk about sets and suits when we get to them, definitely. So, Jay, are you done with your points? Okay, I'll just start discussing what you have so far anyways. So, you love what they do with the villains, just really wish Pythor was resolved. I think Pythor is going to appear again. Technically, it wasn't his last appearance. He had, I think, like a book after that, and it was set during Season 7, and then he ran off. They mentioned him in Season 11. I think it's possible he could return, and the season 16 villains are snakes, which could be him, and he has been mentioned, so it's possible that they're thinking him. So I hope we see Pythor again because I loved his character, and yeah, it was a pretty bad way to leave it. Yang's character and backstory were amazing, but he didn't work as the big bad of this special. He would have been way better as a secondary villain that serves some sort of a bigger villain. Yeah, I think I agree. Like the villains that came out of the portal seemed a lot more evil than Yang did, or portals, but they were statues. But they didn't really do much. They didn't have character. They were just there to fight the ninja and get some nostalgia. They really should have made a movie. Yeah, that's what I said. I do think it should have been a movie, and if they had a few more ideas, just one or two more, just to make it more interesting, because they just needed a little bit more. I wish they expanded Cole's arc a bit more. I wish there was more stuff going on, a few more scenes. Maybe if Yang brought him around to different places, gave him different visions, did something sort of similar to what's it called, Christmas Carol maybe, and really made him have like a proper arc and make him get through this kind of thing, so Cole would understand Yang's pain and his backstory, and they could go through different moments in Cole's past, different moments in Yang's past, and stuff like that, and just do something a little bit cooler. And then we could have a really meaningful moment at the end when Cole turns back into a ghost. That's just my opinion. And then they could have done the whole villains coming back a little bit better, so it was just longer scenes and it had more of an impact. And the ninja could have come at the end to save Cole, and I think it was a really good idea. It was just too short, basically. I think there needed to be a few more elements. I'm surprised Pythor is still around. I would think the Ninjago team would forget about him. Yeah, they kind of remember these kind of things. They probably have everything down. They do leave out a lot of things all the time, but they mention them now and again. They're kind of self-aware that these kind of characters are forgotten about. But he was mentioned pretty recently. He just hasn't been seen recently. We should have learned something more about Cole. The development was okay, but they just resolved the problem that was brought up in the beginning of the special. Yeah, and then they resolved his ghost thing. I do agree. That's what I would have wanted to see, is some kind of cool arc for Cole, bringing in elements from his past, and I think a movie would have suited this really well. They could have done something really cool and had a really meaningful moment then in the end. I think we just need to see more of Yang and Cole, basically. The dialogue wasn't that good, but way better than what we got in season 7, definitely. Yeah, dialogue back then was a bit hit or miss. Technically, this is Nia's Samurai X mech. Yep, the ghost mech is technically Nia's Samurai X mech, just possessed. And that's why Samurai X comes in the set with a few elements of her cave. 2016 left 2 villain stories open that were never finished. Didn't Day of the Departed come out in 2017? Oh no, yeah, it was 2016. Who was that? So Pythor and Nauticon, maybe? I'm not sure who the other one is, but yeah, Pythor, obviously. RIP. Yep. So that's Day of the Departed pros and cons. Next up, we're going to talk about, well, I'll just put it in the chat first. Okay, so hi Blueberry Comics. Can't hear you at all live, Max Sound. Not sure what that's about. That might be a problem for you, but anyone else in the chat, please tell me if there is a problem with the audio. Lord of the J says, unpopular opinion, but Cole should stay to Ghost for Hands of Time. I 100% agree. And have an arc in this season with the help of Yang trying to become human again and something connected to Time Twins. I 100% agree, definitely. It was just too rushed to make him back into a human in Day of the Departed. I feel like they were using that to make him a ghost, just get rid of consequences. Like season 6, just getting rid of a load of consequences. Day of the Departed getting lots of consequences. It's kind of annoying. They're just kind of making everything go back to what it was before. Like season 5 to season 7, not much of a change. So yeah, I just put in chat there, rank the suits of Day of the Departed, so you can just have a little moment to do that. Hello there, Blueberry Comics, or should I say General Kenobi. Yeah, I had problems too earlier. Just let me know if there's any problems with audio now as well. General Kenobi, yep. Yang was 10 out of 10. I wouldn't necessarily say that myself. I loved him in season 5 though. I think he's a good villain. I don't think he has major flaws, but I think they could have done a bit more with him in Day of the Departed. Personally, that's what I would say about that. He was an amazing figure. Yeah, I don't have his figure, but he's definitely cool. Definitely a 9 out of 10. Yeah. So yeah, you can just rank the Day of the Departed suits there. Probably take a while. I don't know them too well, so I won't be able to put my input in this, but I'll whip out the iPad in a second and look them up and make my opinion. Then I'm just gonna wait for people to do that. Bricks and Bricks, you can do this too because it's not show related. So I've Yang but lost his beard. Ghost feet. Yeah, that happens. That happens. I think those pieces can probably be found in other sets, but yeah, that's unfortunate. He's a cool minifigure. Oh, chat's down to 3 people. We haven't been down to 3 in a while. Hopefully they've just gone to look at photos of the suits and they're not just gone forever. I'm hoping that's what it was, but sure. I think that we should have learned more stuff about the Departed Realm, the special. Yeah, actually, that's something they never really touch on. And we're probably never going to learn about it again because I think it's every 3,721 years that the rift opens. So, by thief I don't mean real thief, but he just steals plot lines, characters from other books, and more. Are you on about Yang? Yeah, I guess. That is true. I remember him having a few cringe lines and a few, like, copying things. If it's Star Wars, just know that Tommy Andresen is a huge fan of Star Wars. He always makes Star Wars references, like Nia said, never tell me the odds to Zane. Wu at one point said, I feel a disturbance in the Force. And I always thought at that point they were just kind of cheaping out, but knowing that Tommy Andresen is a huge Star Wars fan, that was probably just him putting in little Easter eggs like that. And so I feel a little bit better about that now, but yeah, they do that sometimes. He has learned to stop doing that now. Okay, so far nobody has put in their suit rankings, so just waiting for that. Yeah, there have been a few Star Wars references. To be honest, the whole Garmadon and Lloyd thing was probably very heavily inspired off Star Wars at first. Ninjago's nothing like Star Wars now, but season 1 definitely had some Star Wars references, and season 2 as well. What if the villains, after realizing they couldn't defeat the ninja on their own, regrouped and had a villains versus ninja battle, and then the spirits of the ninja loved one return to help them take the villain back to the Departed Realm? That's a really cool idea. That would definitely be cool. That would tie in the whole idea of Day of the Departed because the kind of the spirits coming back and that kind of thing. So I think that would be a nice way to tie it up. Yeah, it would have been cool to see a big battle of all the villains and the ninja. There are a lot of things that we could have done better about. Not we, but Ninjago could have done better about Day of the Departed, but that's the same with everything. There's always things that people pitch in their ideas that could be better. So that's fine. I think there's a few things they definitely could have improved on, a few things that would have been nice for them to improve on, and a few things that would have been amazing, but it's unlikely they would have the same ideas anyways. His first book is called Wizard's First Rule. I'm not too sure what you're talking about there, Blueberry Comics. I think you've left out a couple of sentences. Day of the Departed as a holiday concept is amazing. It's basically Day of the Dead, or Dia de la Muerta, I think. The Spanish or Mexican day. Pretty much the same thing. Does Will Nelson count in the ranking? Sure, throw him in there. Because he's the purple ninja. And back then I was 100% certain that he was going to be joining the team. Still hasn't, but at least he's still a character, which I think he could join the team now with Nia gone. Purple ninja, possible. Maybe Antonia though. See the comments above. Okay, you said, by thief I don't mean real thief, but he just steals plot lines and characters from other books. More, his first book is called Wizard's First Rule. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never read that book. But if you say so. It's not great. Okay, we're getting this far on the Zane mech. I'm actually nearly done bag 2. And then after bag 3 I'll be doing this set, so that's pretty cool. Getting somewhere. I think I've got a little bit better at multitasking, a tiny bit better. So yeah, just waiting on Bricks and Bricks to make his ranking. He's probably going to be the only one who does it, but then we can talk about that. And for the moment I'm just going to keep on building. Okay. Oh, it's a review you found. Okay. That makes sense. And also you treated his cover artist horribly. Yeah. I heard about that. This is a great book, but the cover's terrible. Tell me in the comment sections how bad you think it is. Okay. Just waiting on Bricks and Bricks, really, for that ranking. Hi Orlando. Right now, just building this Ninjago set, and we're just talking about different things, just different random things. And after I finish this next bag, I'm going to be building this set completely from scratch with no instructions. So that's going to be kind of a fun activity for me to do. And we're just talking about different Halloween things, because obviously Halloween's tomorrow. This is kind of a spooky Halloween set. It's got ghosts and stuff. And we've just been talking about Ninjago news, Ninjago theories. But if you're not a Ninjago fan, don't worry, we're also talking about some other stuff as well. Oh, Blueberry Comics says, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? So I'm building this arm. I think I've forgotten a few pieces along the way, but it's grand. Because if it makes me go quicker, it makes me go quicker. What's your favorite horror short story or novel? I have not read any horror, I don't think. I don't like horror at all. Not that I've experienced it, but I just don't like the idea of it, so I probably don't like it. Six people in chat, nice to see. Let's see if we can get 7, because that will be our record. Mine is Breach of Peace, but it's not particularly hard, it's fantasy, dark fantasy. Okay, that's cool. Alright, Bricks and Bricks has come in with his suit ranking, so I'll have a look at that there. It's one of my fab YouTubers. Okay, that's cool. I might check it out. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, let's see what Bricks and Bricks has to say. So, he puts Kai first, Cole second, Lloyd third, Cole RX fourth, Nia fifth, 6th is Lil Nelson, 7th is Jay, 8th is Zane. Okay, I really like the Cole RX suit. I would have put that like higher. And the Cole suit is cool, Lloyd is cool. Kai's one, Nia's isn't that good, so I kind of agree there. Jay's and Zane's, yeah, they weren't that good. I would agree that Zane's is last. And Lil Nelson's suit, like, it isn't very detailed or high quality, but I love the fact that he got a suit in general, so that would be probably a bit higher for me. Yeah. How would I rank them? I'm just gonna finish this arm, and then I'm gonna rank the suits myself, and probably give a bit of better response to Bricks and Bricks as well. I think I'm missing a piece, another piece, which is unfortunate, because I was fairly sure I had them all. So Jay sent in his list, which we'll take a look at as well once I actually get pictures, because my memory is just really bad. That's really annoying as well that I've lost a piece somehow, because I bought replacements to this set, so I must have lost this piece. Oh no, I just put it in the wrong file. Thank God. Okay. Phew. Yeah, so hopefully there should be no missing pieces of the set because obviously I bought the replacements. So there's only gonna be missing minifigure pieces. So I'll just finish up this arm and then I'll take a look at Jay's thing. By the way, since Lord of the Jay said he looks like Johnny Logan, I can't get this thought out of my head. Back. Nice to see you at Orange Productions. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It looks like orange, but maybe it's orange. Maybe that's like, I thought it was just, I looked at it and thought the H was an E, but tell me how to pronounce it. Because I don't want to mess that up. Might be orang or orang. I'm not sure. Just let me know. I need to look up a picture of Johnny Logan as well. When I'm looking up the suits. All I have to do is get this arm finished. So I've got a lot of things to do once I finish this arm. Is that it? Done. Yes. I think we're done bag 2 as well. You pronounce it like the fruit. I know. Oh, yeah, okay, Orange. Orange Productions. Grand. From what I know about Alex's height, the face does not match. I expected him to be taller. But, okay, what? From what I know about Alex's height, the face does not match. I expected him to be taller. I'm tiny. I'm very small. 5'6". Cows looks like John. Don't know who that is. Johnny. I'm looking that up, by the way. Okay. Johnny Logan, apparently. So I'm just gonna look up the Day of the Departed suits and the Johnny Logan because I want to know what you're on about. Okay, I can kind of see it, I guess. Tiny bit. Desk is getting really messy now. Okay, I'm gonna split screen with the Day of the Departed suits and the chat because I kind of feel like the whole stream's ended now that I've gone off the chat. So it's handy being able to see it. So I'll just bring that back up. Feels like I'm talking to no one, basically. Let's make sure the stream's still going. Yep. By the way, guys, at 6 p.m. a channel called Point X Lounge will stream the trio code the first people man movie on stage. If anyone is interested, go search it on Twitch. Okay. 6 here, yep. I don't know where else is height. 5 in Ireland. Yeah, well, it's probably about 4 in Ireland, to be fair. Okay, I need to translate this message from Jay. Sent it in Lithuanian. Ninjago edition. Oh, you can't copy text. Damn. Lord Jay, can you send in a translation first? Go for it, yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Anyways, what am I doing now? I am looking up Day of the Departed suits. Okay, sorry for that moment of silence, but let's see what the chat is saying. I remember during the DOD time I was 11, I think. I kept making circles and staring at an Argos book. I circled this one set a million times because I say someone on a TV show would do it now because I wanted it. Yeah, the Day of the Departed sets were really cool. It was pretty cool. Resurrection from the dead when the soul returns to the former body. I was so hyped for Day of the Departed. I didn't even know it was coming because at that moment I was not fully in tune with the Ninjago community. So I actually turned on my TV on Halloween night, and my luck was that Day of the Departed was airing in like 5 minutes, so I watched the whole thing. It was such good luck because I didn't even know it was happening, but I got to watch it on Halloween Eve. It just aired when I turned on the TV, so that was pretty cool. I translated it. Oh, it says resurrection from the dead when the soul returns to the former body. Okay, fair enough. Ninjago edition. Would you say you enjoy the Ninjago sets or the show more? Oh, that's a hard one. They're pretty equal for me. The show was such an amazing show. I love watching it, but the sets, I love Lego. I think most people would probably say the show, but for me, I'd say they're pretty equal. Seasons I was most hyped for: Day of the Departed, Hunted, March of the Oni, and Secrets of the Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. I talk too fast. Yeah, I think the seasons I was most hyped for would have been season 4 because I saw an ad for it. The other ones I didn't really know were coming. It was just luck that I kind of saw them. And then newer seasons would have been, I'd say season 15 and season 14. I'll say the sets. Yeah, I agree with that. Damn, I was supposed to be talking about the Day of the Departed suits. I forgot. The thing is, the sets are always enjoyable no matter if the season is good. I wouldn't say that. Some sets are missable, but okay, Day of the Departed suits. So, yeah, Zane's is probably the worst. Jay's then. I would put Kai next. I didn't really like his. Lloyd's is okay. I think the best ones are Cole and Nia's, especially Cole RX. That's so if I had to rank them, I'd go bottom Zane, then Kai, then Lloyd, then Jay, then Nia, then Cole, and Cole RX. So a little bit different to Bricks on Bricks' one. Let's have a look back at Jay's. So he said Kai first. Okay, interesting. I do not like Kai's at all, to be honest. Cole's, yep. Jay, interesting. Lloyd, okay. Nia is a little bit low, and then Zane. Okay, fair enough. Different to my one, but yeah. Yeah, I know. I saw it. The thing is, the sets are always enjoyable, but the highs on the show are so high that the sets can't compare. Yeah. The show definitely has a lot more stakes than the sets, as in it gets worse and gets better than the sets could ever be. And then the sets, and they're always just good, or not that good, but rank all season main focuses. My list is somewhere up there. Example from 13. It's Cole. Rank all season main focuses. That's hard. Some of my favorite focuses, I think, were Jay in season 6. For sure is probably my number one. I really liked his arc in that. I thought that Zane in season 11 was pretty cool. Lloyd in season 8 and 9 and 10 is pretty cool. I actually played one of your vids and deleted the tab. The sound is still on, so I cannot hear the stream. Unlucky, I guess. You'll probably have to figure that out. I'm not sure exactly what your problem is, but it sounds like you just need to turn off that video. Samurai X Nia suits or the Ninja Nia suits? Ninja Nia suits for sure, definitely. I just don't like the aesthetic of Samurai X that much. Oh, I should probably get back to building as well. So, with Day of the Departed suits out of the way, I'm just going to go fully back into chat. Get back here. My favorite is Cole season 13. My least favorite is Kai season 11. Kai wasn't really the focus of season 11. I don't really like Cole that much in season 13. I mean, he's okay, but I think he's overrated. My least favorite is probably Jay in season 12 because he wasn't. Yeah. I mean, he had some amount of focus, but I think the focus was mainly Prime Empire, Unagami, the side characters. But yeah. Day of the Departed 2.0 probably won't happen because Day of the Departed or the Rift opening only happens every 3,721 years, which is another reference to Star Wars. If you get the reference, you get the reference, but unlikely. It definitely won't be that same storyline anyways. It won't be to do with the Rift. But it could be cool just to see the occasion again, I guess. So I just added 2 blades to Zane. I love like the way he's just able to slash there. It's pretty cool. And then he's got like this back one as well. I love those blades. I love playing with this as a kid. It's really cool, but I think this is a really good mech, and I love these blades on him. The back one and the front one. Pretty cool. A really cool Ninjago final scene idea. Okay, let's hear it then. I'll just keep building this. So next day is Departed with the Rift. 3,721 years into the future, so that's definitely impossible, but sure. We'll just pretend that's not true. Every ninja is dead except for Zane. Oh, okay. Okay. Damn. Every ninja is dead except for Zane. Yikes. Yep, because he's a robot. And then Zane jumps into the portal and reunites with Ninja, and we have a happy ending. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. That would be cool. Yeah, but a little bit dark for Ninjago. I think just the fact that all the ninja are dead and then he's kind of killing himself. Okay, I have to leave now. Might come back later. Congrats on 1 year anniversary. You inspired me to open the channel. You, Bricks, and Lord J have been great buddies since quarantine begun. Yeah, no problem. See ya. Yeah. I don't think I'd survive without you. Thanks. Yeah, those were some good times in the quarantine. Those were some good times. Alright, see you later. Just built the waist for the Zane, so that's pretty cool. Getting somewhere. Just need to build the legs, and once I build the legs, we will be moving on to Epic Battle Set, building it from scratch with no instructions, which should be interesting. I can't wait to do that. Yeah, I really don't know how I would have survived without like Discord and stuff. I still remember the day about a year ago when I first found Lord of the J. It was on Bricks by Mind's video. So I actually had a really weird dream last night where it was like an alternate reality where I never clicked on that Bricks by Mind post. And then I was in reality, but I had all my memories from this reality. So then I was on Discord with Lord of the J, and I was like, I used to be your best friend in a different reality, but you didn't know who I was. It was kind of weird. But I was trying to convince you that I knew loads of stuff about you, and you just thought I was a hacker or a friend from school. But yeah, that was something. Yeah, Blu-ray Comics, Lego Teen Superstore flashbacks. Yeah. That was such a bad name. Bricks on Bricks. I'm sorry, that was such a bad name. Your current name is also a little bit hard to pronounce, I would say. It's easier just to say Bob. Like Bricks and Bricks is still quite a mouthful. You really need to get a snappier title. I guess I'm not one to talk about Ninjago theory, Kaz60, but it's just a little bit easier to say. Back here again with this really annoying pile. What if Day of the Departed is the last thing you got from the Ninjago series? That would have been such an awkward place. Such a bad place. Yeah. They wouldn't have done that though. I mean, the ending was actually really good. The last scene of Day of the Departed is pretty beautiful, but just in terms of the whole special as a whole, it would have been a bad place. But I actually really love, my favourite scene of Day of the Departed is just the credits. It's very, very good. The music and how they do it is just really good. Nearly as good as season 10 ending, but yeah. got like a cracked brick. That's actually never happened. That's really weird. That's what happens when you have old sets. I'm still confused about the Johnny Logan thing though. I don't fully see the resemblance, but to be fair, you can only see like a back angle of my face, side as well. So it's not really a full view. Maybe I'll do a proper face reveal at some time during stream, but I'll have to wait a little bit longer for that. For now, it's just the side of my face. The best place to end Ninjago in between season 2 and before season 10 would be season 5. That work is a great series finale because we've had the final goodbye between Garmadon and Lloyd. You all say this. I don't think it would have been an amazing place to leave the series. It didn't feel that conclusive. It is my favourite season though, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I find it interesting to open all the bags to the parts. No, this is an old set. I took it completely apart and sorted it into colours. I would usually build bag by bag, but I wanted to find like a season 5 set. I just took it off my shelves and started building it. Like I had to broke it all up a couple of days ago, sorted it into colours, just because it's really hard to build all in one big pile. And I often rebuild old sets because I like building Lego. I don't have the money to keep buying new sets, so just kind of reuse my older sets and just take them out like this. If the set is under 200 pieces, I just have it all in one pile, but over that I have to split it into colour because it's just really hard to find pieces otherwise. But yeah, that's that. So, still building the first leg here, but we're getting there. We're so close to finishing Zane's mech, which is going to be pretty awesome. Yeah. I've actually never bought an old set apart from the pork set off of like eBay. Other than that, I get all my sets new, so I wouldn't go back and build like an old set. Okay, I'll have to go now. Alright, see ya, Lord of the J. Bye. Okay, one leg done. Let's just have to build the other leg. It's getting a bit quicker now, because I'm not talking at the moment and because the pieces are smaller. I had a dream of a reality where I never tried to super sub in the comments of my Bricks opinion video, which would cause me never to get Discord and I never beat Blueberry or you. Yeah, that was pretty much my dream. Something like that, but more focused on Lord of the Dre. But yeah. Or make my new channel for that matter. Yeah, same. Never would have found NL. I think what made me go on Discord was actually generic stud server, but the way that time works technically, change one tiny thing, change everything, so pretty much anything could have changed. Even nothing related to the fact that it was Lord of the J, but oh, I completely forgot the music stopped. That must have been hours ago. Oh god. Alright, I've turned the music back on. Sorry about that. It's tough trying to find room for everything. Once I finish this bag, I'm gonna move the piles in a little bit. Favorite holiday? Probably Christmas. Christmas is just a nice time for family and stuff. Yeah, honestly. That's probably the best one for me. Oh, we're back to chat with 3 people. Yeah, Christmas is cool. Oh, and I just remembered Bricks and Bricks is going soon as well. You honestly hate Halloween. I don't hate Halloween. I like Halloween, but I can definitely understand it. Halloween isn't amazing for me. I don't usually trick or treat or anything. I just think it's a cool time, I suppose. I can see why people would hate it, definitely though. I think I hated it one year randomly, but I got over that, so I can definitely understand that. Halloween's a little bit overrated. Halloween, Data's Private sets are pretty much based on Halloween. Christmas though, no, it hasn't had any Christmas related sets at all, I'm pretty sure. Nope. Just Halloween, I'd say, and well, they weren't really Halloween sets at all, I'd say. But kind of because Data's Private came out near Halloween, so I feel like it celebrates death and worships things in the dark. A little bit. That is true. I think it's more supposed to be focusing on. Actually, yeah, that is pretty much it. That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't try to think about it like that. I just think of it as kind of like a day for celebrating horror and a day for celebrating, as in the genre, not just horror in general, like films and stuff. And just like spooky things. I love seeing Ninjago album calendar. Same. I really want a Ninjago album calendar. And last year we got a leak of like a Lloyd with this Christmas torso, and it was a completely new torso, like it never been seen before. So everyone was convinced that we were getting an advent calendar. It never happened. I still don't know to this day what that torso was supposed to be, but yeah, I would have loved to see a Ninjago advent calendar. There's so much stuff you can do with that. So just got to build a feet, and then we are done with this bag, and we're done with this booklet, which is cool. And then I'll be tidying this up a little bit, and then we'll be moving on to the epic battle set, and then I'll come back and do the big ghost mech, and then we'll pretty much be done. So can't believe this year's almost over. It still feels like 2020 to me as well. Honestly, I would nearly go as far as to say it feels like 2019 a tiny bit. Like 2020 and 2021 went so fast. It's just crazy, honestly. Like 2022 is about to happen. It's just weird. Yeah. I feel the exact same pretty much. I'm getting a lot faster at building now, which is good. I was worried I wouldn't even get Zane's mech done at all on stream. 2022 feels like the far future, like when I thought of the future, I could never think past 2020 or 2021. Yeah, same. Like, I remember thinking about 2021 and I was like, because 21 is my lucky number, and that was the year of the cow, and it's the year I did my big exams in school, so I was kind of thinking it's this big year that's going to be in the future, and I was like, oh yeah, it's so far in the future, that's going to be a really cool year, a really lucky year, and it's already nearly over, it's so weird. Thoughts on X and Nights. I think the sets are terrible. I think they're really ugly. There's just no proper inspiration for them. Some of them are just the stupidest ideas. It's one of the worst LEGO themes out there in my opinion. And then the show was just boring. I do not enjoy it at all. It's just boring, honestly. So my thoughts are overall negative. I don't really care about it though. I'm not actively hating it. I just don't care about it at all. Like, couldn't give a crap about it. I think it's pretty bad. So that's my thoughts on Next and Nights. I apologize if I offended any Next and Nights fans. I can see the appeal, I guess. It's quite similar to Ninjago, but not for me at all. Not for me. I think the only thing it has for it is really cool minifigures. The minifigures are awesome. I'll give it that. But sets terrible and show terrible, so the minifigures are the only cool thing. I agree, they should have given us yeah. Like, the only time that they had like proper ideas, like doing a castle or doing a mech, they made them so weird and futuristic and just ugly. And then they had so many random sets like Glob Lobber, Glob Smasher. These random things, they came out tons of them, the ugliest designs ever. And you couldn't even describe what the set is. You couldn't tell someone in English what it's supposed to depict, what it's supposed to represent. Like, you go into Lego.com and just look up Next and Night sets. They're all just random crap, random vehicles, and there's only very few that actually depict something proper that you'd expect. So that's my thoughts on Next and Nights. Yeah. I don't think about Next and Nights a lot. So. The second hour of the stream has gone by fast. Yeah. Can't believe we're already nearly 2 hours in. My building is also getting really fast. I suppose my multitasking, because my building in general is fast, but this is my first time building while talking, which was slowing me down a lot at the start, but I definitely improved now, which is cool. Got both of the feet done. Got to attach them to the mech. Oh, I love these feet as well. They're really good feet. Nice and grounded. Got lots of articulation. I love this air mech. Yeah, really good feet. Nice leg movement. As I said earlier, I love the arms. And yeah, I think it has a nice head as well. Nice cockpit area. The set, or the Zane's mech isn't done yet, because I still have to add these like shoulder blades, but I'm pretty sure it's done after that. Let's pop Zane in there. Put that down. I just love that mech. Love it. It's an awesome mech. Oh, I messed up. Chat's a little bit dead at the moment, which is fine. Suppose I'll send in a discussion topic in a little bit. Okay, favorite Ninjago monster out of these: Great Devourer, Overlord Dragon, Colossus Snake, Preeminent, Oni Titan, Boreal, Empire Dragon, Griefbringer, Golems, or Wojira. So definitely leaving out a few there, but we'll stick with what you got there because that'll just make things easier. Let's see. Like the Great Devourer. Colossus Snake is cool. I'm gonna say Great Devourer. I think I had such an epic build up. And it was basically the entire antagonist of the finale. Definitely my favorite Ninjago monster. Wojira had a similar build-up. Like the other monsters here don't have quite as much. Preeminent maybe a little bit. I hated the Oni Titan. Boreal, don't really care about him much. Empire Dragon, don't care. Griefbringer, don't really care. Golems, couldn't care less. Overlord Dragon, no. Great Devourer and Wojira would probably be my top two, but I prefer Great Devourer a lot because it was the first idea, it was the original idea. I think Wojira looks a little bit cooler though. So I'm just going back now because I've probably more than definitely forgotten a few pieces along the way. I can just tell there's a few left over that really shouldn't be left over. I'll just see if I can fix those. And then we'll move on. I might have left this piece out. I feel like this should go in somewhere. Maybe not though. It doesn't look like it. I'll leave it for now. Okay, we're done with booklet 1. Let's put that over there for now. And I'm going to tidy these up just a little bit. There's Zane's Mac. Wait, I'll just see if you can see that. You cannot see that. Maybe I'll put it here. Oh, missed a lot of the chat. Sorry, I was just tidying up there. Let's see. I'm curious about what your thoughts on clutch powers being in Ninjago. I personally hate it. I think that. Oh, I'll just move the camera over a little bit actually. Is that better? Not sure. Anyways, clutch powers. I think clutch powers. I think it was a cool reference. Gulls are my fave part of the island. I didn't really like them. Clutch powers. His character is kind of annoying, but I thought it was a cool reference, anyways. But I get why people hate him. Hey, do you think I should do a stream today? Hi, Comic Gamer. Yeah, probably. If I'm not too busy, because after the stream I have dinner. But I'd probably be able to pop in for a bit. So yeah. Yeah, I don't like alcoholic clutch. I like him much better as a hero. Yeah, I think it's cool. I don't hate it as much as other people do, but yeah. See ya. Bricks and bricks. Oh, another 30 minutes. That's grand. Yeah, you'll get to see me figuring out how to build this, at least. Clutch Powers 2, please, Lego. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I like the reference, because I remember watching Clutch Powers film a lot, and I think it's cool. I don't mind his character, so. I'm so disappointed they never made sets of the original Clutch Powers film. Yeah, I have no idea why they didn't. They were advertising a lot of sets from like Power Miners and Castle and stuff. That was kind of the point of it, but some specific sets from that would have been cool. Okay, so now that I've caught up with chat, so yeah, I have these pushed back a little bit. Here's what I have so far from the set. This piece, see over there. Oh no, I need that for this. I'm going to be trying to build this from memory. Well, not memory really, just trying to figure it out. So I'll start off with the figures because that's the easiest bit. We'll see how this goes. It's a tiny set, so if I can't manage to build this, a little bit embarrassing. I think that's everything. Yeah, I want some of the side characters and some minifigures. Yeah, that would have been cool. Going well so far. I love these two minifigures, the Cola and the Ghost Warrior. They're really cool. This was my first Ninjago set after 4 years. I just hadn't been buying Ninjago sets, so I was focusing on Harry Potter at the time. I still watching the show and following the sets, I just didn't buy any. And from my favourite season, and really cool set, so I love the set. got the minifigures out of the way. I know that there is a side build just like this. 3 pieces literally. Like I might have that in the wrong orientation, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's right. Pretty sure. I think that's it. Yeah. Now, the rest of this. Like Dr. Julian, yeah. Oh Jesus, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I just see Jonathan to come back somehow and eventually meeting. Yeah, that would be really cool. I have a feeling he could definitely show up in Ninjago. That's something that they like to do. But maybe not at the same time because I don't think people would like that. How on earth am I going to do this? Okay, I'm starting this. Yeah, I might do a Christmas or birthday stream. I might even make these streams like a lot more regular as well. Okay, this is not going anywhere. I'm gonna go look up the instructions online. My memory is too bad. I built this months ago. Tiny set like this and I can't even build it. Looking up the instructions. I can actually get this piece off. Oh, there. Right, it's time to look them up online. I'll have to turn off the music there for a bit, unfortunately. Oh, Bricks and Bricks, are you going now? So that might be why you said that. I'll just, let's take this off screen for a second. So, early bird or worm, if you get the reference, you know what I mean. I don't think I get the reference. But, if you're talking about early bird or worm. Nope, I don't know what you're on about. I know the saying, but don't quite get the reference. So I cannot answer that question. I remember hearing that from something, but not too sure. Okay, Cole versus Ghost Warrior instructions. Once I find these, we'll get back to building. Okay. Oh wait. Oh, only 2 left in the chat. It's not great. Okay, just downloading the instructions. Okie doke. Oh. Worm, night owl of all night and sleeps till 10. Oh, definitely not that. I'm definitely an early bird. Well, I don't know about early bird, but I go to bed at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Wake up in the morning, 7 or 8, 9. Just kind of a normal schedule, I guess. I wouldn't say early or late. Really, just kind of normal. Okay, I found the instructions on my phone, so which is why the music is turned off momentarily. Just gonna quickly build this set because I failed to. I probably should have actually taken a look at how this was built before I broke it yesterday. then we could have actually had a memory test, but you know, I'm stupid sometimes. Chat is a little bit dead, and that's probably because so many people have had to leave. Go to bed at 9:30 or 5. Yeah, you get up really early. You're always like up really early on your time, which is weird, but it's handy. It's very handy because otherwise we'd have a lot of problems on NL and stuff. Communication, because you'd be like four corners and stuff, just never online because you're probably sleeping. So it is just a lucky coincidence that you are an early bird. Do you think there could be any Ninjago sets recreating weapons or something like that, but in a realistic scale? What do you mean by weapons? Do you mean as in, oh, you mean like, oh, that'd be really cool. I can definitely see them doing that, yeah. So I assume you mean like you can handheld them like big Lego buildable things. That could be cool. You are a pretty active member. I would say you're probably one of the most active members. I'm pretty active too. The main ones would probably be like me, Rita, you, Jay, Nick the Brick, Luke. We'd be the most active ones, to be fair. And then you've got all the other people who are not as active. Like Marcus Bricks and Four Corners and stuff. They just exist in the background. So we just finished building this lantern, which is pretty Halloweeny, so that's cool. Nearly done with the set. It's a tiny set, obviously, so this is to be expected. That's it. So I put in some extra pieces here, which I think I just used to make the set look a little bit nicer. So I'll have to remember what mods I made. Should I improvise? Yeah, I'm pretty active. So I think that not too sure what to do with these pieces. Also might do something like this. Okay, that's definitely not the original mod that I made, but I think it works. Just plop that on there. And we are done with the epic battle set, Cole versus Ghost Warrior. Oh, I have not looked at the chat in a while. Okay, I'll just turn on the music back there and catch up with chat. Okay, let's see. But the team's mostly ending because of overdue having no time and made these questionable decisions. Yeah, I really don't think it was a smart idea to just fully end the team, but I get why we're not uploading videos anymore, at least. Are there any shows and movies you've been watching recently that you think could be made into a Lego set? Lego set. I don't know. It's a good question. I'm only thinking of like recent things. Most of what I've been watching recently hasn't really been kid properties that would translate super well, so not too sure about that one, to be honest. I have my answers that I would always give just in general. Like I think Avatar: The Last Airbender would have done great with sets. Obviously they tried them out, but those sets were terrible. I think nowadays it would do way better. Gravity Falls, shows like Amphibia and Owl House would be really cool, especially since Disney has the license. But I don't think really anything else, to be fair. Since they're doing sitcom sets, actually, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I really love that show. I think that would translate into a set really well, just like the Office ones and that kind of thing. So I'd love them to make that because I love that show. But that would be my only one. Witcher, yeah, but I don't know would that fit the Lego agenda very well. The only like 18s properties they seem to be doing are the sitcoms. Maybe they'll branch out a little bit more, but for now it's pretty much just the sitcoms and Lego ideas. That's all they're doing. So I'm just looking for this person's weapon. Too dark and bloody though, maybe. I don't think they'll do Squid Game sets. Maybe because it's so popular, but I highly doubt it. Notice my computer battery goes from full charge. I have charged that stream so far. Yeah. Okay, not endless for 6 or 7 years for sure. Yeah. Need to go and eat breakfast, try the vaccine. That's grand. Yeah, go have your breakfast. Super probable Witcher. Yeah. That's what I was mainly saying. I don't think Witcher will happen unless it happens on Lego Ideas, but there have been Lego Ideas for Witcher and they haven't gone through, so don't know. Yeah, I know, the Squid Game figures. I'm pretty sure I just leave it in her hand like this. That's what I originally did. There's probably going to be a lot of leftover pieces at the end from things I just did wrong, but we'll get to them when we get to them. So I have 3 bags left and it's just the big ghost mech, the Possessed Samurai X mech. So I'll just go ahead with building that. The chat is a little bit dead now because we've definitely lost a lot of people. So it'll be a lot more of just me building and not talking, and we've definitely gone through a lot of the chat topics as well. For sure. Got the music in the background. Maybe I'll turn up and on. Thoughts on Star Wars Disney Plus shows and how hyped are you for Book of Boba Fett? I was so hyped when I saw that all the shows that are going to be releasing on Star Wars. I love Star Wars, and now that they're copying the MCU formula, I think it's so awesome. I'm really looking forward to like Ahsoka and stuff. Someone playing, yeah, I have piano on the background because it's basically music, but I just don't want to be copyrighted, so it's my own playing piano on music, playing songs on piano. I suppose just recorded. Anyways, back to Star Wars Disney Plus. Really hyped for like Ahsoka, Obi-Wan. It's gonna be really cool. And Book of Boba Fett specifically, I'm not too hyped for that one. It's probably one of the ones I'm least hyped for, but you know it's Star Wars, so yeah, still pretty exciting. Main ones I'm hyped for is Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, Mandalorian Season 3, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Bad Batch Season 2, because I really like Bad Batch. And we're definitely getting a Season 2, I think it's confirmed, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, you have not lost your insanity. There's piano on in the background, don't worry. Also, apparently Eternals is a horrible Rotten Tomato. Oh. Yeah, just from seeing the trailer, it looks boring. My expectations for it were, this is probably going to be bad. I think it might be one of the worst Marvel films ever based on reviews, Rotten Tomatoes, and the fact that it just looks really boring. I just don't think it's going to be that good, to be fair. I think they're just going to complicate things, and it's just going to be boring, and we've seen it all before with a superhero team. I think it's going to be a decent film, but compared to other Marvel films, probably one of the worst. And I haven't even seen it yet, but those are my predictions. So, you know, I sometimes have really unpopular opinions, so I could go out and absolutely love that film. And if that happens, yeah, it's definitely a big chance of that happening with me. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. But I am not hyped for it at all. In any way, shape, or form. I really could not care less. I generally don't even get that hyped for Marvel stuff, in general. But this, definitely not. I'm gonna watch it because I watch everything Marvel, but yeah. That's my thoughts on Eternals. How about that Hawkeye show? I think it looks okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm hyped for it, but yeah, it looks okay. It could be interesting. It's fun watching them as they come out every week, so looking forward to it, generally speaking, I suppose. Not overly hyped. For me, Star Wars is much more exciting than Marvel, so anything Star Wars coming out, I'm going to be super hyped for, and then Marvel, not so much. Unless it's something like No Way Home, which I am pretty hyped for. I think everyone is now, to be fair. I'm definitely not as hyped as other people would be. I think the film itself is going to be okay, the No Way Home, but I think it's just going to be very satisfying to see Andrew Garfield with Toby and stuff. I think Bad Batch should get a second season. So you say that first season was kind of a mixed bag. I thought it was phenomenal. I absolutely love Bad Batch. It is getting a second season, and I cannot wait for it. I didn't really think it was a mixed bag myself. I really want to see a second season. It's like Clone Wars Season 8 to me. I know it is, but should it have been renewed? Yeah, I think it should have. I'm looking forward to the second season. There's a lot of unfinished business, things that need to happen, and things that need to be covered. Too much filler, in your opinion? Yeah, but there wasn't that much filler, to be fair. It was, I think, important plot details scattered in there. And that's what Clone Wars is about. It's about going around the galaxy and doing different missions and just seeing how the state of everything is. That's what I enjoy about Clone Wars. That's what I enjoy about Bad Batch. And some Clone Wars early episodes are really bad, but Season 7 absolutely nailed it. And for me, Bad Batch is just modern Clone Wars, really. More of that, really good. Although good setup for Season 2, yeah. I absolutely loved the first episode of Bad Batch. Definitely my favourite. Did so much for Star Wars lore. It was just really, really good. Really, really good. There were definitely some okay episodes, but overall I really liked it, so I'm pretty hyped for it. Out of everyone I've talked to, I know that I'm probably the person who likes Bad Batch the most, so. I had a feeling this was going to happen. Omega is, I thought she was going to be really annoying, but I don't actually find her annoying. I can understand why you would, and that would definitely make the show a lot less interesting. Before I watched Bad Batch, I was like, kind of the same thoughts as Eternals. I was like, I really don't care about these characters, and I don't think this is going to be very interesting, but that all changed when I watched it, so. I thought Omega was going to be really annoying. I was like, it's just going to be kind of boring. But I was wrong. Which is why I think I could still end up liking Eternals. Anything can happen. At the moment though, it sounds kind of boring. Chat is dropping like flies. We have got only 2 people left. And Bricks on Bricks is going soon as well. I really don't want to see that number go to 1. That was my worst nightmare. But if it does, I'll just talk to myself. So we've been at it for 2 hours now. I actually think we'll probably finish up at around 5, probably half 5. I'll probably be done this set about then. So we can just do a bit of a Q&A right now. So I'd say just leave some questions in the chat. The one person that's here, which I am assuming is Bricks on Bricks. But if the numbers are wrong, is there anybody else in there? It's getting close to time I have to leave. Okay. Yeah. It is going to be just me for a little bit here. But yeah, if you have to go, you have to go. So, bye, I guess. If you're going now. Hopefully, Beskar Bricks and some of them will come back. Favorite type of Lego piece, slope, technique, parts, tile, and all parts. Tiles, I love tiles. I think they're just smoothing everything up. And I just love the feel of them. I don't have any tiles here. They're just really cool, I don't know why. They're just like, I like slopes as well. They're pretty nice. But yeah, I would have to say tiles, personally. Tiles and plates, yeah. I don't care much for plates, but obviously, when we're coming from like how useful it is sort of side, there would definitely be different answers. But in terms of just like the aesthetic of the piece, I'm going with tiles. They're also pretty handy in like smoothing things out. But I do like them a lot. I actually made a top 10 Lego pieces video a while back, so that's why I was so quick to answer. I love structure so much. Yeah, same. My favorite kind of Lego sets are places and like structures and houses and that kind of thing. Locations, really. Yeah, plates are pretty handy for that. I love like unique architecture and stuff. That's why I was really like the Harry Potter sets, because they always did pretty cool techniques and stuff like that. So that was what drew me in there. There's just something about architecture that's just really cool. It's my favorite part of Lego. But vehicles are cool as well. Not like normal ones. I don't like the city vehicles or anything. Ninjago ones, they're really outside the box, which is why I like them. But Harry Potter is currently the best team for structures. Yeah, I would probably say that. The Harry Potter sets, like the architecture and the shapes for some of them is just insane. There are some other pretty good themes as well, like Creator Expert. Their modular buildings, I think, do structures very, very well, and I would say better than Harry Potter. But they don't go as outside the box because they're sort of normal structures, but they're just done really well. So, yeah, I can see you saying Harry Potter is the best for that. So still only 2 people in the chat, so it's definitely not as alive as it was earlier, but that's grand. Once Bricks on Bricks goes, I'm probably gonna Ninjago and Creator Expert. Yeah, Ninjago has some amazing structures like Ninjago City Gardens, that kind of stuff. Temple of Verjitsu. If they want to, they can do structures well. They just don't do them that much, really. But yeah, once you go Bricks on Bricks, I'm probably gonna send some like invites into Discord chats and stuff, just to make sure I'm not the only person in here. That would be sad. Yeah, you were there pretty much at the start. I had a feeling this was going to happen. I'm actually pretty glad that there was a lot of other people. Like, we had 6 viewers at one point, and that was pretty good. But now we're just back to where we were at first. Just you and me, and oh, another person just joined the chat. Just says I was talking. Hola, ZSC Studios. How's it going? Just building this Ninjago set right now. It's pretty Halloween themed because it's from Season 5 Possession. So it's pretty cool. This is what I have done so far. All of this cool stuff, but we're just finishing up this big ghost mech, I suppose. So that's what's going on. You can just leave Q&A questions in the chat as well, just so I can talk while I'm building. If there's any recent news you want to talk about, or just any questions you want to ask me, put them in the chat. Got this set years ago, pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Are you a Ninjago fan, actually, ZSC Studios, or just a Lego fan in general? Like, have you watched the show, or do you buy the sets of Ninjago? Oh, done with the first bag, which is cool. I appear to be missing a piece. I think I just used the black ones instead. Black bars. Yeah, I've been using Ninjago since 2011. I watched the show by the sets. Most of my collection is Ninjago. Oh, that's cool, yeah. I'm a huge Ninjago fan myself. Ninjago would definitely be my favorite team. So, yeah. I've been here since 2012, so not quite an OG Ninjago fan myself. So yeah, if you want to talk about any recent Ninjago news or like Halloween stuff, or just want to ask some questions, just leave like chats in the chat. Yeah, Bricks and Bricks, you've only been here since 2019. Gone to sets in 2017. Fair enough. I don't know how I would have gotten into Ninjago if I wasn't a kid. when I got into it, like, so fair play to you, because most people wouldn't get into Ninjago as an adult. They would only be a Ninjago fan as an adult if they saw it as a kid, if you know what I mean. Obviously you're not an adult, you're a teenager, but you know what I mean. But yeah, just leave any Q&A questions down in the chat and stuff. I was into it as a kid, never really get... Yeah, that happens to some of us. My sisters used to watch Ninjago with me. They watched all the way up until season 8, but then I think it was just the fact that the designs changed and stuff, and they were just getting a bit too old at that point. They just dropped out. But I've stayed with Ninjago, and I'm glad that I did, because it's allowed me to meet a lot of amazing people, and there's been some great seasons as well, so Ninjago's cool. I've known a few older Bionicle who like Ninjago. Yeah, that's pretty cool. How many siblings do I have? I have 3. A twin, an older sister, and a younger brother. It's kind of weird that this Ghost Mech has a jetpack, but then since it is supposed to be Samurai X Mech possessed, that would make sense, I guess, that it has like a jetpack on the back. It's kind of ugly, but it works. It's kind of cool. I like the way it's the Samurai X Mech possessed. That's pretty cool as an aesthetic. The new art style has really thrown me off. Yeah, it's like not amazing, but I think it's cool enough once you get used to it. I got no siblings. Interesting. I don't know many people who are actually single children, so I think it's actually kind of rare. So that's cool. You are rare in my opinion. It's weird how I have to build the flag now, because usually you build these things later on, but yeah. Do you play instruments? Nope, just piano. Yep. One of the only things about Wildring doing the animation is better. Yeah, the fight scenes are so much better, so much more fluid. I think I've come around with the animation a little bit. It is way faster, yeah. They're so much more fun to watch, really action-packed. And I recently rewatched the seasons, and they're definitely not as bad as I remember. I actually think even season 11 is really good, so that's that. It's an unpopular opinion, but I do think it's actually pretty good. That flag took me a while, but got through it. So moving on to the arms now. And the thing about this guy is he's got 4 arms, so it's going to take me a while. But I think they're a little bit repetitive, so I should be quick enough. Ice Chapter is far better than Fire Chapter. Shimmer only got 1 Ice Chapter set in all the Fire Chapter sets. Yeah, but to be fair, in the sets, I think the Fire Chapter sets are really, really good. I think the Season 11 sets in general are really good. In my opinion, I actually prefer the Fire Chapter to the Ice Chapter. I think the Ice Chapter got a little bit slow at times, and I really liked the story of the Fire Chapter, and I thought it was really fun. I actually really enjoyed the filler in the Fire Chapter, which I know is an unpopular opinion, but I especially think Snake Catastrophe was a good episode because it allowed you to kind of see the siege of Ninjago in a way that we'd never seen before. We got to see it from the citizens' point of view, and it explored well the fact that they're always getting attacked, and I really liked that, and I just really liked Season 11 Fire Chapter in general, but I know that's an unpopular opinion. Okay, so Bricks and Bricks says, I used to play violin, but never really enjoyed it and recently quit. Now I play percussion, drums, xylophone, auxiliary stuff. That's a lot, but yeah, violin is probably not the most fun thing to play. Violin or piano is pretty good. Oh, that reminds me, my music stopped. It's happened a few times. Throw back on the music. There you go. But yeah, I think Fire Chapter is actually really good, in my opinion. I think Zane was great in it. I think Kai was great in it. I think all the ninjas were great in it, but there was just a lot of standout moments to me that I really liked. I don't think Asphyra is a bad villain at all. I think it's a very cool backstory that ties well in with the past of Ninjago. And I overall just really enjoyed it. I thought Ice Chapter wasn't too bad either, but I thought it was a little bit slower. I just thought season 11 was kind of fun and enjoyable to watch, so definitely not the strongest Ninjago season, but I do not hate it near as much as any of the Ninjago fans. Might just turn the music down a bit. Yeah, my brother plays violin and piano, so it looks a little bit annoying, for sure. Definitely wouldn't be my kind of thing. If I had to pick another instrument, I would do drums. I like drums. But yeah. Scored a 10 for Fire Chapter. Out of 10, I would give it a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. That's how much I would give it. Yeah. And the way I rate things is I would give 5 out of 10 to something that was okay. 10 is the best thing I've ever seen, 0 is the worst, so I'd never give anything a 10 or a 0. So 7.5 is good to great, pretty much. In season 11, Ice Chapter, I actually love Lloyd's characterization because he's kind of dumb, he has a big heart. Yeah, I loved him in season 11 as well. His whole journey and finding Zane's thing and Akisha, like that was so well done, I loved that. Best part of Ice Chapter, pretty high. 7.5 to 8? Yeah, I know, I enjoyed it a lot more than most. Ninjago in general is one of my most favourite shows ever, so every single season I give a pretty high score compared to other stuff. Like most stuff would average out, my average score of giving something would probably be 5 or 6. I definitely am not afraid to give things 2s, 3s, 1s, 4s, and I don't give things like 9s and 10s that much. But I love Ninjago, so most Ninjago seasons are above 7.5 to be honest. Gotta build the other arm here, I think. Yep. There's 3 arms on this thing, so 3 more arms. It's 4 in total. But yeah, I thought season 11 was decent. Like if I ranked all the Ninjago seasons, it would definitely be probably second last, third last. But I still love it because Ninjago in general, I just love. There's only one Ninjago season that I do not like. There's only one, and that is season 14. I did not enjoy season 14 in the slightest. Yeah, I just didn't think it was that good. Who's my favorite ninja? Mine's Kai since the pilot. My favorite ninja is Cole for sure. I think his character development is amazing. All of his story arcs through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all of the seasons. I have loved him. I think he has the best arcs. I think he has the most emotional arcs. I made a video a while back. It was like top 10 Cole scenes, and it just made me realize how great of a character he is, honestly. Ninjago is a good show because it's a kid show, but isn't really, for the most part, talked down to its audience. Yeah, definitely. The thing about Ninjago that was so special about it is like, it's friendly for kids, but that doesn't mean that it's aimed at kids. It's aimed at like anyone. It's suitable for all audiences in terms of like its maturity, but it obviously just doesn't do like immature stuff or no inappropriate stuff. Yeah, season 14 was so rushed. I did not like it at all. Season 14, way too rushed, boring plot, cringy lines. Just did not enjoy it at all. Definitely the worst Ninjago season for me anyways. C-Band overrated. Okay, that's an interesting opinion. Cole and Jay, yeah, those are my 2 favorites. But I would put Cole a little bit higher than Jay, especially because I do not like Jay since around season 8. Although Zane season 1 to 3, but not as a whole. I think we've had this debate before, but I think Zane all throughout is good. We've had that debate way too many times, so. C-Band overrated though. I think C-Band is a very good season, but yeah, it's a little bit overrated to be fair. I think there are better seasons. Maybe put in your chat what's your favorite season. Let's get sort of a few answers to that. My favorite season anyways is season 5. I love season 5 so much. like nearly a 10 out of 10 for me. It's the closest to a 10 out of 10 I would give basically anything. But yeah, put in your favorite seasons there just so we can discuss about that. Season 5, nice. I love season 5. Hunted and Tournament, interesting. Yeah, they're good. They're good seasons. I used to like Kai, but I feel this person. Yeah, I agree with you. Beskar Bricks. Kai has gotten boring for me. Yeah. Best portrayed of the original 4, definitely. I love season 5 so much. It's too good. I don't know what it is about it, but everything, the plot, the characters, it's just so nostalgic for me as well. And the intro is fire. Season 6 is also pretty good as well. I like season 1, season 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, and then the ones I think are great but not like amazing would be 2, 3, Pilots, Day of the Pilot, 7, 11, and 14. Well, I don't like 14, but the sets in the show, yeah, for season 5. I think the sets were okay, but the show was immaculate for me. The first mini-series, probably. Pilots, interesting. I would definitely put that as one of my least favorite things because I think it's just, there's not that much going on in it, and I don't have any nostalgia for it. But obviously I know you're completely led by nostalgia by calling it your favorite. It's because it went through everything, but it had a good pace and kept it interesting and never got boring. Yeah, definitely. Like, I love the episode where Cole turns into a ghost. That episode is so well done. I love the episode where the crooked path, where they get sent to the wrong place. Jay is really amazing in that episode. I love the episode where they're going to the temple, I think. Not the temple, but the tomb of the first Ninjutsu master. Really amazing moments in there, like the ninja's visions in the future, just so smart. The traps are all really smart and well done, and the characters are just amazing in that season. Moro is a fantastic villain. We got introduced to the 16 realms, and I just love the music and stuff. 13 is overrated. I think only 6 of the 16 episodes are pretty good. I think 13 is a better season than I remember, but it is definitely overrated. It's a good season, but it's not amazing. It's a good season though. I don't think there's any bad episodes necessarily, just a lot of bad episodes. I can see that. It didn't hold a lot for me. It just didn't do a lot overall, season 13. I think as a whole season, it just didn't deliver with his development. And yeah. I think 12 is just as good as 13. But sometimes I would say 13 is better, sometimes I say 12 is better. I think they're equal at the moment. But I can definitely understand thinking that 12 is better than 13. I can 100% understand it. I just wouldn't necessarily have the same opinion at the moment. But yeah, a reason that I really like Seabound is actually because a lot of scenes and just the pacing of the season actually really reminded me of season 5. The way we had that 40 minute like finale, where I suppose a big town was sort of flooded and there was a big monster and stuff like that, and like sacrifice at the end. And then there's just a lot of moments that really reminded me of season 5 in it. Do you know if Ninjago has any really collectible figures? There's definitely really collectible figures out there. Some rare ones that only came in minifigure packs and stuff. Like some of the elemental masters will be pretty rare. There's some like exclusive figures. I wouldn't be the best person to tell you about all this, but there's definitely collectibles. 13 has a better finale, yes. 12 has better side characters, definitely. I would agree with that. So Jay, for me, I really loved him up until season 8. I think he became, it was mostly his design, and I feel like his voice got a bit squeakier somehow, and his humor went from funny to just annoying and childish. So I do not like the current Jay, but I think season 15 he got a lot better. He reminded me of the old Jay. He wasn't just a stupid child. He was actually pretty good in that. So that's where I am about Jay. Prime Emperor is underappreciated. Yeah, I agree. Prime Empire is a very good season, and some people really hate it. For example, Lord of the J is his least favorite. I think Prime Empire is a very good season. It's kind of its own story, but I think it's a nice story, and I really enjoy it. So. And the average season 12 episode is better than the average season 13 episode. That's fair to say, I suppose. Season 14 15 were good for Jay's character. Yes, 100%. It's the best he's been since season 6, in my opinion. Season 3 is overhated to me because I actually liked it. I wouldn't say it's hated, to be fair. I think season 3 is good. I agree. It's a good season. It's not up there in my very top seasons, but it's good. It sits in there in the thumbs up. So if I had to rank the seasons, which I'll just do pretty quickly now, in last place I would definitely put season 14. Did I need to? Okay, I'll get to your question, Beskar Bricks. I will get to your question. I'll just finish up ranking the seasons. So, as I was saying, so last would definitely be season 14. Then I would probably be looking at Day the Departed or the pilots. Possibly season 11. So I suppose some variation of them. Let's just say Day the Departed, then pilots, then season 11. Then next I would probably put season 2, then season 11, then season 3, then season 12, then season 13, then, sorry, I forgot season 7. I would probably put season 7 in between 12, maybe just below 12. Then we're getting into my really favorite seasons. I would probably put 9 next, or maybe 10. Then we'd have season 15, season 4, season 8 maybe next, and then my top 3 anyways are 1, 6, and 5. Did I forget anything? Don't think so. That was a terrible way to rank the seasons because that was probably really confusing. Basically, Ninjago good. I love most of the seasons apart from season 14. Okay, let's get to your question. Did any of the elemental masters from Chen's Island ever return? Yes. In season 9, a big group of them returned, and we've seen Karloff a few times as well. Skylar is a character, so. Mind Apprentice 1215 hates season 3. Most people say it's average. I've seen a lot of people who say it's their favourite, like Bricklord. Really overhated seasons Hands of Time. It was actually a pretty interesting story and kept me engaged. And the ending was great. Yes, it was an interesting story. The ending was great. However, there was animation issues, and I think the dialogue was very, very awkward at times. Like, I would say that's the worst dialogue for season. I think season 7 is good. Yes, I think it's a little bit overhated, but I recognise the flaws in it. There's like a scene where Nia turns to Kai and she's like, "I'm with you, brother," and then he's like, "I'm with you, sister," and it's just really, really, really cringe. I didn't do it enough justice, to be fair, but yeah, the budget was far lower. But the whole time travel thing, so cool, and the finale was amazing. Definitely saved the show in terms of the finale. I actually forgot to build one of the arms. Sorry about that. So let's go back and build that arm. But yeah, that's my thoughts on season 7. I think low budget and awkward talking and stuff kind of threw it down a bit, but yeah, I had a great story and stuff. So. But yeah, Beskar Bricks, just to get back to your question, yeah, the elemental masses have definitely appeared a few times, which is nice. There's some that we haven't seen since season 4, but I'm glad that they have still acknowledged that they exist, so yeah. What is the darkest Ninjago moment in my opinion? 100% the dead bodies, or it wasn't a moment because they didn't tell you in the show, but the fact that the Ultra Dragon was dead, and like its skull, he was sitting on its skull in season 9. So dark. Like that's the OG Ninja Dragons from the pilots. Like Rocky is dead and his skull is part of the seat. That is disgusting. I'm so shocked they did that. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Like, what a way to hurt fans. Like all the OG dragons just dead and in a chair. So I would definitely say that moment, or at least that fact, is very dark, and I'm so shocked that that's a thing, but it is. So getting close to the end here. Don't have many pieces left, so I can slow down a little bit because we have time. Okay, let's see. Pythor being a cannibal. Oh yeah, definitely. The fact that he said he ate his tribes. Oh my god, that was so weird. I want the ninja to return to Chen's island and find Jacob, but looking very spooky. Yeah, that could be interesting. I would like them to return to Chen's island anyways. Yeah, I know, Besker Briggs. They actually did that. And they didn't even like tell you in the show, but like it's just a fact that the Ultra Dragon is dead, and all the ninjas OG dragons are, their skulls are in a chair that the season 9 villain is sitting on. It's really sad as well because they made a short where the dragons flew off, and it's kind of the last time that you saw them. And then in season 9, it's just like, oh yeah, they're dead, and their skulls are in this chair. So that's probably one of the worst decisions Ninjago has ever made. It's a good thing that they didn't outright say it in the show, though. Yeah, I agree. Sad face indeed. But yeah, that was kind of stupid. I don't know what they were thinking with that, to be fair. It is stupid. Very stupid. Yeah. Rocky is dead in canon. That's just so sad to me. Say that out loud, like Rocky is dead. Sadness. And at the very least, I would have liked them to show their deaths. You know what I mean? At least give respect. Yeah, I'm nearly done. I've got, I think I'm on the last bag. Yeah, I'm on the last bag. Not sure what we'll do after that. I've definitely improved my building speed. I can actually slow down a little bit now, to be fair, because I have time. It's only 5. Peyton needs to be learned of this. Yeah, they do. And Zane's Falcon is also gone. They've just trashed all the animals. The emotional animal things. My favourite sets, yeah, Firstborn Dragon, super cool set. I keep half reading chat comments, and I forget that I should probably read the whole thing. Definitely good, definitely, yeah. I did it again. All I said was definitely good. It's definitely a good set. Unpopular opinion. What you mean? I think everyone thinks Firstborn is a good set. Do you own a bounty? I only have the original. I don't have a Destiny's bounty, no, but my brother has the land bounty, he has the film bounty, and he has a few others, I think. The only thing close to a bounty I have is the Destiny Shadow from season 7, but it's not a bounty, so no, I do not. I've built them though. I've built my brother's one, so, and I've like played with it and seen it and stuff, so I essentially kind of do. Overlord Dragon is better than Jungle and Water Dragons. I think it's better than the Water Dragon. I do not think it's better than the Jungle Dragon, but sure. It's an unpopular opinion. I do think it's better than the Water Dragon though. I can see that. I think the problem with the Overlord Dragon is the wings are a little bit ugly, and I mean the Jungle Dragon is just such a beautiful set. It's probably one of my favorite Ninjago dragons. I have Land Bounty. It is a pretty fun set. I did again. I have Land Bounty. It is a pretty fun set. There, that's what you said, and yes, I agree. I need to read out chat things properly. I keep half reading them, and then just filling in the rest in my head. But yeah, it is a pretty cool set. Maybe unpopular opinion, but I think the trading cards to return seems like a nice collectible to have. I agree. They did do trading cards, and they still do in like magazines. They have Ninjago trading cards, but they're definitely not as central and known about. So that would be pretty cool. Much better deal on Water Dragon to have both, and it's much larger. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you there. Water Dragon is very overrated. Although the Jungle Dragon is just such a beautiful dragon. Probably my second favorite dragon after Fusion Dragon. Which I think Fusion Dragon is really underrated set. Like, such an amazing concept for a dragon. The way they do the water and fire and the red and blue, I love that contrast. Is there anyone else here who appreciates the Fusion Dragon? So just finishing up his foot here. Not near as good as Zane's feet, but it works. It's a nice enough leg. This mech is definitely a lot uglier, but it's also got a really cool aesthetic. So, and it's bigger. It's much harder to play with though because of all the arms and different flaps and joints. It can be a little bit annoying at times, to be fair. So I definitely prefer the Zane Dragon, but or Zane mech. So we just got one leg to go, and we're done building the set. And we'll be close to the end of the live stream then. Close, but I'll try to find some other stuff to do as well. Yeah, I think this is pretty good for a Halloween like build. It's got lots of ghost kind of stuff going on. Yeah, one more leg left. Almost 3 hours, yeah. Here's all the temples I have. Temple of Fortitude Monastery, Temple of Light, Tiger Widow Island Chen, Snake Temple. Those are all some really cool sets. I love Ninjago temples. My favorite one would be Temple of Airjitsu. I don't have the set myself, but I really want to get it at one point. I'm definitely when I'm older going to go back and get that on the aftermarket. But yeah, those are some cool sets. The Monastery is the second best Lego set ever made in my opinion. I think it's a really, really good set. Oh, I actually didn't finish this. I have sticks, which is kind of like a temple. Yeah, kind of. Unpopular opinion, but I don't think the City of Sticks is that good of a set. I think it's a little bit ugly, the design of it. I think it would have done really well with a Legacy update, but Legacy appears to be kind of dead, so probably never get that. Thoughts on Harry Potter films? I think they're okay. They do an okay film adaptation compared to some other stuff that can be pretty horrible, but yeah, they just too short for me. They don't get a lot of the details from the books, and some parts are a bit cringe. I think they're okay. I'm not overly mad about them. And the Fantastic Beasts films, I think, are kind of boring. They're okay, story-wise. They're kind of boring. That's, yeah. I'd love to see UCS versions of some of the temples. Same. Yeah, that would be really cool. We've only had one UCS temple, and that would be the Temple of Airjitsu, which is, again, a really cool set. But Ninjago doesn't do that UCS thing much. I love Order of the Phoenix. I think the book is really good. The film is okay, I think. I think it's okay film. In terms of films, I think the Deathly Hallows are the best. And they're also some of the best books, too. I think they kind of nailed it there because they had a lot more time because they split it in two. I liked how they got most of the important details in. But all the other films, they were rushing stuff, especially Order of the Phoenix because it's an 800-page book. Yet, squished into like an hour or two runtime. Which, yeah, wasn't amazing. I think the best book to film adaptations ever is Lord of the Rings. Somehow the films are better than the books, and I didn't think that was possible, but the films are absolute masterpieces. They're incredible films, and they're better than the books, which I never thought was possible, so that's something. They did really well with that. It's the first time I've ever seen a property being treated so well. I felt the Order of the Phoenix movie was better than the book because Harry wasn't a jerk the whole time, in my opinion. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, I still prefer the book because it just had so much more stuff. When you watch a film and you've read the book, you're always just like, oh, they left this out, they left that out, that's different. And that's kind of annoying. So I think if I had never read the books, it'd probably be a really good film, but I'm not overly concerned about it that much. Okay, we're nearly done. Oh, I am at the last build of this. It's only going to be another 5-10 minutes. I don't know why I'm building really fast for some reason. Probably just because it's the end. Got a few leftover pieces, which we'll have to figure out where they go. But for now, actually I think they're probably left. Yeah, that's what I'm for. It's that anyways. And that's everything anyways. So actually no missing pieces, which is handy. Nearly done this huge mech. Said that people sometimes react crazy to the fact that I own Jabba's Palace. I have Jabba's Palace, and you have the Rancor Pit as well. I really wanted the Rancor Pit. Yeah, I have Jabba's Palace. You might be able to see it actually in the background there. Just trying to get this light on. And if not, I'll move the camera over in a second. Oh, you're not able to see it. I'll show it to you there. It's this direction. Actually, do you know what? Once I'm done building this, I'm gonna give a little room tour, perhaps. Just show my Lego off. That'd be kind of cool. Sirius Black is cool. Yeah, so stick around because I have some actually really cool displays, especially Harry Potter. Like really, really cool displays, trust me. I am a master of displaying Lego sets. And I'm not even saying that, honestly. And that's right, but I think it should get the reaction it gets. Yeah, I guess. Alright, we are done building. Let's just have a look at what we got here. So those are the two mechs. So I might put her in her mech. Overall, I think it's a really cool set. For 60, it's like really, really good value. And then we got the little epic battle set. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I might just pick up the camera and just take it over. Yep, it is done. The new Titan mech is pretty cool. I don't think it's near as good as this set just because it doesn't have quite as much builds. Missing out on the Titan mech. But yeah, so it is pretty cool. All this Halloween sort of related stuff. You prefer the Legacy? Okay, interesting. I much prefer this one. I just think the build of the Zane's mech is just cooler. I really love those legs. I love the head. I love the arms. It's really fun to play with. This mech isn't that good, but I love the aesthetic of how it's the Samurai X mech, like possessed. And I love the minifigures as well. It's cool the way you get some of the Samurai X cave. I think I remember this from a magazine or something. Yeah. Oh, I'm covering up the mic. Sorry. I was covering up the mic with my hand. My bad. I'm just going to keep this here for a while, just wait and see if you can hear me. There is a bit of a delay, so I have to go now. Alright, see ya. See ya. Hope you enjoy the stream. It's better than some of the Marvel Lego Max. Yeah, I agree. Alright, I think now I'm just going to show off a couple of my displays. Bye. Are you going as well, ZSC, or are you just saying bye to Bricks on Bricks? I'm not sure, but let's just have a look at. Sorry, I must go. I've been for hours now. I must go. So see ya. Alright, so my car set, pretty cool. I keep this on my desk. I have the Hedwig on my desk. I have 10th anniversary Woo. This is just I have a double of the Captain Britain, and then I have the car thing. Oh, you're saying bye. Alright, see ya. So, yeah. And then here I have like my Star Wars sets. So this is my Return of the Jedi sets. I love Return of the Jedi. I think it has the best Lego sets, and it's my second favorite Star Wars film. So it goes in chronological order of the film. So we have Jabba's palace at the start. We have Ewok Village, and then we have Death Star Final Duel. These are a bunch of my what are they called? Yeah, that's grand. You can go. Yeah, Ewok Village is my favorite set. I love this set. It's so cool. I love it. Then I have the brand new Slave One. I'm hoping to put some more sets in there. I have some Far From Home sets, which is pretty cool. I have another Return of the Jedi set that I can put up there. Thanks, Bricks and Bricks. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, thanks for sticking around so long. You really kept this alive. Oh, I have 10% battery left. I'll definitely have to close up the stream. I'd say probably 10-15 minutes. Here's some CMFs from the Marvel. And there's a picture of my family, but thankfully it's low quality, you can't really see. And that Legoland set. But yeah, I really love the Star Wars stuff that's going on here. More Star Wars stuff is over here, which is my Clone Wars sets. And this is a mock I made of Revenge of the Sith, which is my favorite Star Wars film. So it's going in chronological order. We have the battle at the start over Coruscant. You can kind of see the invisible hand there. You can see some different ships, like ARC-170s. There's Anakin's Interceptor. There's Obi-Wan's, other way around actually, Republic-on ship. Then here we have there's so much dust here, I really need to dust this. This is the structure where Obi-Wan fought Kenobi. No, Obi-Wan fought General Grievous. You can see some droids. You can't really see much in there, but there's people in there. Then here we have the famous scene where the 4 Jedi infiltrate Palpatine. So I think that turned out really well. It's just the centerpiece. We have the Battle of Kashyyyk, not much to explain there, and then Mustafar. There's I have the high ground over there. I'm just gonna check the chat. Nothing much going on. So we have the Mando Starfighter here as well, and just some other sets. So that's pretty cool. So where will we go next? Oh, I'll take you over here. Porg, which is pretty cool. Here I have some Ninjago sets. Yes, when Obi-Wan fought Kenobi. That was a great scene. Season 14 display. You can't see that well with the glare of the sun, but that's that. We have this Lord of the Rings section. Hobbit set. Pretty cool. Smog there. That's that. This is where I was keeping those 2 sets I've taken out, so it's looking a bit bare. Those are some trophies and stuff, but there's one little set there. Here, I love this bit. Ninjago City Gardens and Ninjago City. I put all my minifigures, I put different little builds like Samurai X-Mech here. It just has loads of really cool scenes set up. Can't see too well with the sunlight, but stuff like Cole climbing the mountains, Ames there. I just knocked this guy down. As you can see, like the car there is pretty cool. Where was this guy? Not too sure. Okay, I'll just leave him here for now. And then I have like this kind of stuff going on as well. And then if I open up this drawer, this is my favorite display by far. It is my Harry Potter sets. I have a huge Hogwarts thing, and the sunlight is not doing well for it, but You got the cards there and stuff. It just looks really cool in my opinion. I spent a long time setting this up, and then we have some other Harry Potter stuff here. I love the Burrow, one of my favorite Harry Potter sets. No, it is my favorite Harry Potter set. Forbidden Forest back here. Then you have like Hagrid's Hut. You have the Quidditch pitch. Then some other few sets. So that's pretty cool. I got all my season 7 sets down here, and then some other sets as well. And then these doors can be kind of confusing. Okay, that's how it works. Season 15 sets. Hydromex, as I mentioned earlier, and I just have some like boxes down there. I think that's the majority of my Lego. So we'll go back to here. Yeah, my collection is pretty diverse, to be fair. Huge sets like Sin Gardens are great display items. You can pose so many minifigs. Yeah, the city like sets, obviously back over to them. They're really good for displaying minifigures and different builds. They do that really well. I would say my favorite parts of my room would be the Star Wars part, because I think it's just cool the way it goes in chronological order. Probably the Clone Wars part 2, the Ninjago City Gardens, and then the Hogwarts bit. Really love that bit. But yeah, I like setting up minifigures. I think they work really well with sets. They really complement them a lot. I might just put this back up here, honestly. Wait for the camera to focus. But yeah. Yeah. There's my speaker. I've been playing music on. So I've got about 10% battery left. So probably going to be finished pretty soon. Not much left to do now that I finished building the Halloween sets. We pretty much discussed lots of different topics. Pretty much everything I planned for, so now you want to sort your sets, yeah. I don't think there's much more to do, honestly. So I'll probably end the stream soon. Yeah. If anybody's got anything, I got to go enjoy the stream. Have a great day. Thanks. Yeah, I think I'll be finishing up pretty much now. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. You have a great day as well. See ya. Okay, that's pretty much all that is left to do. So, I'd say we're done here. Let's play the music, just in case. Okay, so pretty much done. If there's anybody left, thank you so much for watching the stream. It was pretty fun to do, and yeah, I hope you had a good time, and have a happy Halloween tomorrow as well. Yep, that's it. That's me out. So don't forget to wish the Bilbo a happy birthday, because it's his birthday tomorrow, and you don't want to get onto his bad side. So yeah.